No.
My plan was to...
Hey, it won the lottery. Alright, let's set this thing up. I'm going to get this over here. If it will pay attention to me. There it is. Okay, we killed this. Okay, we can't kill that. How do we kill? What's going on with this screen? It's top half is white, bottom half is black. There's nothing else on the screen. Wait for it. Okay, there. Now I can kill it. Okay, I got 37 windows open, so bear with me for just a moment here. Kill that. And we probably kill this too. Hello? Okay, this thing don't want to cooperate. I probably need to restart this whole... I probably need to hit the computer with a shed. Yeah, I think we're there. This can end. Hey, Lee Hill, how are you? Ooh, I think it's working. Okay. Try to get some airtime. Boy, it's tough sometimes. Oh, there it is. I was looking for that. I got some stuff in, but we didn't get a whole lot of chance to take a look at it, so I'm going to do that now. Now, let me check and see if we got stuff set. Yeah, I got that. Okay. Yeah, I'm setting this up kind of on the fly. Okay, there. I got Itismebrian's link right below the video. We'll need that later. Okay, what's going on? I'm having computer troubles. And for no darn reason. Wait for it. Probably something has to clear out. Yeah, I just turned off 30 things. Okay, we got this thing in, and this is the coolest thing I've seen in a while. It's huge. Let me try to polish it up because I got a fingerprint on it. I was over at Itismebrian's show. Now he's got a show every darn day. Where's that scale? I'll put it over here. Every single day, Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock. Like you could set your clock by him. And well, he had this thing was a prize. But it wasn't just this. It was like this giant package of stuff. I really was not expecting that much stuff. It was like the big show. Anyway, look. This is a piece of silver. But it's not just any piece of silver. That's 1.1 ounces of 0.999. Got his stamps here at the back. Now, he doesn't make them. He knows the guy who makes them. And she said, that'd be a heck of a piece of jewelry. Glossy, almost proof like mirror. It needs a little hook at the top so you can hang it by a chain, but the chain needed to hold this would be immense. I weighed the thing. Yeah, it's 1.1 ounces. I'm doing good, very good. Let's see, I don't think we can see the scale. Well, that's funny. Let's see if we can see it. Because that camera tends to polarize the light, which is why we don't see some things at all clearly here. It's an LED screen, and it's boy, it just doesn't. I mean, you can see these things bright as day in person. Okay, let's just set it down. Let it go to 0, and we set it gently in the middle. What's that weigh? 33.3 grams, and I know you can't see that. 33.3 grams. Seriously, what, 28 point whatever the heck is a gram, is an ounce. Okay, let's see what that compares to. All right, where's the, give me a flip. Okay, we're going to put a flip on there. 2.32, that weighs as much as a penny. We're going to hit tare. There we go. We'll hit the tare, zero it out, and I take it off and put on an Eisenhower dollar. 22.33. This piece of silver is 1.5 Eisenhower dollars. Seriously, 1.5. It is rather thick. We'll give it that much. So let's say I add A Kennedy half dollar. Okay, in the flip, you figure is 2.3, so I come up with that silver is the size and weight of a half dollar and a dollar altogether. Kind of a neat thing. Well, let's set that aside. Yeah, I'm going to keep that as a prop for a little while. I think that looks better with the velvet. Look, I'm not going to screw up any detail because it's smooth. Kind of a neat thing. Can everybody see anything? I'm going to look down here and see what's happening. It's yellow line. Well, no matter. We got a bunch of stuff I got to look at just because I got to see. Now, he had sent several other things, and I mean several other things. Let's see what we can have a look at here. Man, I got to go up. Yeah, all of it. All of this came from Itismebrian, and we got to find out what this is. Because we'll probably be putting something in the big show. I'll keep that around for, this will stick around for a while. And we'll promote him for it. But I can find out what this stuff is. Yeah, that's nice. I think he gets like 60 bucks a piece for those or some darn thing. They are serious quality. Okay, I got some sort of chain. And I don't understand these things, really. I just don't. Like a little tangle here. My sister would understand these things. She's a girl. Okay. We got several. Is this supposed to be this way? No, I think this is just tangled. Let me hold it up here and see if it spins. I don't know if this is supposed to be doing this or something. That seems to be looped twice. It's extra long chain. So, oh, I see. You put that on your back because guys think it's fancy or something. Okay, what do we got here? We got some sort of a little heart. I don't know if this is gold. I doubt it because that's a substantial amount. I'm wondering about this thing. It's a blue pastel sort of thing with these veins. Well, it's neat. Let's look at it under the scope. See if we can figure out what this is. Okay, ready? Boom. Scope. No, we can't even see the scope. Okay, this has to move. You get to that point, there's just too much stuff on the desk and it's no longer useful. Find it. There it is. You see the, this marbling, if you will. And the color difference. Oh, this is a wonderful tool for showing the difference in color. And it's got several facets, several cuts. And it's a, not like a crystalline thing. There it is. It's blue over here. Hey, John Isabel. Some kind of crystal. I don't know my minerals. You get these rocks, and some of them are valuable, like those diamonds and opals and turquoises and emeralds and rubies. I don't know. So I don't know anything about rocks. They're neat. Okay, so I gotta find out what the heck that is. We'll just put it in the big show. I think that might save for like Valentine's Day big show. It's got hearts on it. Okay, got another one here. And this has some sort of biker emblem. And it's a white, shiny metal. I'm going to have to watch all his shows for the past couple of weeks just to find out what this is. And there's the chain. And we put that under the loop. You can see it's got all kinds of cuts to it. And this is the, is that a biker logo or something? I don't know. Let's look at it over here. I am clueless when it comes to this sort of stuff. There's the chain, and it's a chain of some sort. I guess it's the part you put around your neck. Looks safe enough. And we'll get a lot of detail on the wings here. There it is. Lots and lots of detail. It doesn't have a head. Okay. I can tell you tomorrow I will need to pull my book out. I don't have any idea what... Oops, it's gone. I have no idea what these things are. The kind of bluish green with marbling. And the Hell's Angels over here. Okay. Am I screwing up by touching it with my fingers? Well, we better put this away. There it is. No, I don't understand this stuff. Well, it's okay. Okay, we got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Got a bag to put this in, but this is going to sit out. I'm pretty sure of it. The bag is handy, but that's going to stay here for a while. So I'll put that with this other thing. And let's get some of these foreigns, because holy cow, look at these. I mean, look at this. There's going to be 100. There's going to be 100 different coins in here. Just a whole bunch of foreigns. Where do you start? Oh, yeah, and I got a copper round. So this will actually go to my collection for a while. Probably for a very long time. Okay, sent in a United States proof set, 1982. There we go. Pretty handy. Now here we've got an interesting one. It is a 1988 Canadian specimen set, uncirculated set. I have to learn the difference between the specimens and the proof likes and the all the stuff that they got there. I do old Canadian stuff, not new Canadian stuff. Let's have a look, see what we can see. Okay, you got QE2, there she is, in her earlier days, before she got that extra chin. Okay, that would be the $50. Of course, they all look the same here. That's the loonie, dollar. All right, we're not really showing much. This isn't really working well through plastic. Okay, can we see the design of the $50? Some. Yeah, they're good glossy ones, 1988. But it's a bear looking through that plastic. Okay, here we go. We got penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half, and dollar, all 1998. And of course, they don't have the mint marks because they have very few mint marks. You've got to go way back to when they were still made in London. All right, there we go. They look wonderful, though. Okay, we got the certificate of authenticity that goes with the heart, and that's 1.1 ounces, 0.999. Okay, I'll stick that in the bag. So we keep it all together. Probably a fake turquoise. Don't know. Okay, we got a slab here. It's a First Strike 2012S, so this is slab what? 8 years ago. That's a Pro 69 Decam Denali. So you got an Alaskan quarter here. Real sharp. There it is. That'll be good for the big show. And a whole bunch of these, whole bunch of foreigns. Okay, let's jack up the camera and get to work. Let's make some room. But this all comes from Itismebrian. He's got a giveaway every Wednesday. Scope. He's on every day at 5 o'clock. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. There you go. Chinese, and I couldn't tell you the first thing except that it's 5 units. These are all in plastic, and then rather than take them all out of the plastic, then put them back in. I think I'll just struggle through with what we got. Hey, Klesh is here. Klesh has a whole line of stuff. Oh, this is an interesting one. Let's have a look at this. It's not a copper round. I'm going to take this one out. It's not a silver round. It's surely not a gold round. You can see the thickness on that. That's a 1 ounce titanium round. Whoops, you can build a space shuttle out of that. And if we can get that to focus. Now, Klesh, I think he's making his own rounds. I'm sure they'll be gold. But he's got coffee mugs, he's got t-shirts, got lunch boxes, got the Walking Liberty design on the front. Hey, why don't you focus ever? Why do you never, ever focus? I'm taking you back to Walmart. There it is, In God We Trust, no date. A fairly good facsimile. And the reverse. Titanium, 0.996, 1 avoirdupois, or whatever ABDP is. Titanium is almost impossible to work with. Yeah, it's elastic, I understand. I had some glasses made with titanium, and they would... Is this them? No, this is not them. Don't try it. They hold their shape. Kind of neat that way. You can kill somebody with that. You could. You accelerate that to what? 50 feet per second per second? That'll clunk you in the head. Where's that regular copper round? Here's a standard copper round. That's the PV penny. Walking Liberty design. Same design. And let's look at the thickness on that in comparison. Dude, this is like a hockey puck. That's interesting. Yeah, we gotta have a round show. It's holding my neck together. Titanium. My sister screwed up her leg. She fell off a bike. Screwed it up. I mean, they got bolts, they got pins, they got plates, they got bars, they got like half a bridge in her leg. She has a hard time going through airports now. Look at this thing. Here's another copper round. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? Get the Walking Liberty design. Now this one over here that I'm going to put on top is 1 ounce. And that baby, the dinner plate, is 5 ounces. That's freaking huge. Look at this thing. That's my hand. This is the size of the Goliath beetle of South America, the biggest insect in the world. Only I think the copper weighs less. That came from Jeff W. Okay, let's keep going here because we got a lot of stuff here. These are Ecuador. Gotta find our way home. No, gotta find our way to the scope. The metal show. We got it, man. We got everything here. This is what? Copper nickel, perhaps? It's a Republic de Ecuador. 5 Ecuadors. No, 10 somethings. 10 centavos. We got, this is neat. It's got a bridge. It's a bridge to nowhere, I guess. Kind of looks like Malaysian currency. Well, what's a famous bridge in Malaysia? I couldn't tell you, man. What are they growing in there? What is this plant? Is that a plant or spears? The stars make me think communist country. I don't see any other... No, there's nothing discernible here in any language that I know. Okay, well, there it is. I'm sure it's real nice. Oh, what's this one? Oh, it's gone. Never mind that one. The Mental Show. It's a Deutschmark, 19... I can't see it. Let's see, 19 something. 1979 Deutschmark. That's German. Is it East or West? Republic. That's Bundesrepublik. Which one has the German judge? I don't know, man. Deutschland. Yeah, Frankfurt. Okay, I'm thinking that's West German. Got this scrawny little chicken on the front. Okay. That one's got a harp, so I'm thinking Ireland. That's my first thought. Ireland. Okay, there it says Ire. That's an Irish harp. These are made by the Guinness Brewing Company. People don't actually know that. They make beer and coins. That's a 2003. Yep. And that's good for 20 Guinnesses. No fooling. 20. Oh, it's euros. Okay, they make beer and euros. The bridge over the river Kwai. Look, here's his brother. Here's Kwai. Kwai's been, he's pretty wore out, I think. No, it's five Rangoons. Okay. This one is an American coin. Brand spanking new. It's a 2018, but it's a P. People on the West Coast might like that one. You can't get P's on the West Coast. You can't get D's on the East Coast. Oh, here we go. It's a quarter, one of the shiny new quarters. That's the Ellis Island, 2017. We've got, I don't know who this fellow is. I haven't met him yet. I'll give him a call, see how he's doing. It's, where is it? From Bush. Bustamante. I've got words here. The Right Excellent Sir Alexander Bustamante. The Right Excellent. Oh, the Right Excellent Sir Alexander. Looks like Robin Williams. We're going to open this and look at him, make fun of him. So it must be a British saying, but what? Where's Queen Elizabeth? That looks like Robin Williams. It kind of does. It's a nose. You want slather his face with whipped cream. That's the Right Excellent Sir Alexander Bustamante. Oh, he's a national hero. In case you didn't know, it's $1. I'm gonna turn it upside down. We're Jamaica man. That's right, man. $1 Jamaica, 2008. So it might still be worth $1 in Jamaica. Yeah. Oh, good. Good. I have to take that on my trip and spend it. I talked to a buddy of mine. He went down to Jamaica. He says, "Man, you got to go to Jamaica. Everything's $1. Doesn't matter what it is. You're walking down the street. They got a guy selling shrimp. It's $1. How many shrimp you get? One. You know, we got 3 for $1 at the bar here." Well, he was pretty excited about it. I didn't want to really rain in his parade of 10 cents. Got a bird. Okay. Name that country. Ooh, there you go. This would be a daily double for Coin Jeopardies. Name that country based on the reverse. Okay. What do you got for clues? 1, we got the dots all around the outside. Okay. 2, cents. So we're decimal. Bag of weed, $1. You want the ganja man? It's the Bahamas. No, it's Barbados. There we go. I thought it might be Caribbean. The dots is usually something to do with the British Empire. Barbados, I'm going to guess they seceded or revolted or declared independence. What is that, a helicopter? Yep, they got the helicopter man. Pride and you can't see this. Pride and industry. Well, they're proud of their industry. We'll have to take a look at this. And here you got a dodo. So much industry, they wiped out their own bird population. Over here, it's some sort of largemouth bass. Oh, well, that's nice. And here it is, the helicopter guy. Huh. We got neat designs in some of these places. Is it a lionfish? I don't know, man. It's one of them things. No, it's Barbados. Barbados. Here's a bimetal. That's what I thought it was, a lionfish. Okay, bimetal. You know, it's got 2 kinds of metals. They print these, and they make the inner planchet, and they make the outer planchet separately. And then they bring them together, squish them together, and stamp the coins. What you got here? It's Dominican Republic. That's on the island of Dominica, I believe. 2005. I might be a little close in here. Let's come back up. Let's find something we can focus on before we test the focus. There we go. And I can't read that from here. How would Sir Alexander Bustamante say that? There it is. 5 pesos, and that's Dominica. Oh, we get some American coins. I know what these are. That's a buffalo. Let's see if we can make out the date. We got to sleuth the date on these. They made a terrible mistake when they designed these coins. They put the date as the highest detail. Well, at the time, it seemed like a good idea. Mind you, when they started making these in 1913, there were not a whole lot of collectors. That appears to be a 1925. And you can tell by the shape of the, where's my stick? Right here. Right there, that bit right there. If that was a 3, that'd be very narrow, and above it would be a hollow, much like it's a hollow down below. So that says 1925 is what that tells me. And I look over here, and that's pretty much as close as it would be to a 2. If it were a 3, you see a little indent right in the center. If it was a 1, it'd be straight down. So that's a 1925. Now if it's an S, you get a better date, a better look. Okay, plain old 25. Black Diamond's seen better days. He's pretty wore out. That's okay. You know, a buffalo nickel, you get your whole shed cleaned out. Somebody tell Cheryl. Jeff W., about one of the store clerk here. She wanted seagulls and nautical stars. Oh, I wanted seagulls and nautical stars. Well, get her something nice. I'm going down to, I don't know where. I'm going somewhere. My sister takes care of all that. I just go. She says, show up in Miami on the 6th. Okay. All right. We'll go see what the hell we're going to go see. And we'll probably see the sea. Here's a 2007. Okay, name the country. Here we got stars. It's probably like a, Chuck E. Cheese token here. What do you got? We got a star. We got an A. We got a date. And we got acorns and oak leaves. Well, that makes sense because acorns come from oak trees. Some horn. Oh, it's a euro. Okay, we got a euro. We got oak leaves. What country is it? 7? 7. 7 euros? Oh. It's 2 euros. Oh, I get it now. It was upside down. And that's a Euro 2 center. They still got those. We don't make them anymore. We quit like 150 years ago. You guys are so far behind. Come on. Now, some of these Euros have double dies. They have the same sort of issues we do with our machines. They get double dies. They get die chips, die cracks, all of it. Right? They're not immune or special just because they're Euro. The Chinese Euro, well, it's got oak leaves. We'll put it up. But man, we stopped making those things so long ago. What are these? There's more. What you got here? What you got? It's a 5 euro. That's like the globe from the Daily Planet. Huh? And over here we got the Cathedral of Saint Montichal. No, it's the España place. That's a neat thing. Yeah, it was all the big rage back in the Middle Ages to prove your engineering and stoneworking skill by building these monstrous palaces, these temples to Jesus. And these things would soar. You've got a little tiny town with a hamlet with 250 people, and they would have these cathedrals that would go to, 150, 200 feet high. And it's really neat that they survived, for 1,000 years because, geez, they were built out of stone. They were pretty good at stoneworking back then, and these things, yeah, they held up. They got more technical, of course. They get the flying buttresses and the arches, and, well, you had a lot of collapses. And then, put a couple of world wars in there, we lost a lot of cathedrals. Spain was a good spot. Of course, you got the Inquisition. All the fallout from that. Don't know any oak in euros. That's a 2 center. That's S. S. España? España. Let's find an S. There's an M. This one is the Daily Planet. That's got a 4. Maybe it's an H. Maybe it's an LL. We don't know what. Maybe it's a W. What do you suppose that mark is? I think it's an LL. That's got to be an engraver. That's the 5 center. Where'd that 7 center go? PIRR? ELF. Man, they got a lot of stuff on this. What's this one? We didn't see this one. Let's get the moment. Let's get the Colosseum. I'm thinking this must be a, what, Italian? That's Italian. That's a spicy meatball. Now, the Romans, they perfected concrete, right? Now, you had a lot of early concrete, but the Romans really figured out how to make it work. They added ash to it. And the ash was a much finer material, if you know anything about the history of concrete, and filled massive voids. You had a much more dense material. They also learned about rattling it, shaking it, and they just poked it with sticks to get air bubbles out, and they ended up with a far more dense concrete. And theirs, because of the ash content, it would set up underwater. They invented hydraulic cement. No fooling. It was wonderful stuff. And this stuff, because it's so darn dense, it's still out there. I mean, you see these archways, these waterways, these structures that they put together. What the Forum is still standing in Rome. Half the Colosseum is still standing. They chipped away all the brick. And they built more stuff. And here's more Daily Planet. What's this one now? That's one set with some sort of forest land. We don't know what the heck this is from. What is this? Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, so I'm going to think this is some sort of smokable plant here. Okay, and a euro. Yeah, there's bunches of stuff here. Well, we've been doing foreign coins. Pick a number, and on the back of the number, or pick a letter, and on the back of the letter I got a number, and that's how many foreign coins we give out. I think, we'll make them last 10, because we got a bunch of them. We'll make them last 10 shows. So I should get an average of 12 per show. But they're not getting the big numbers. They're getting like 7, 9. So I took away some of the smaller numbers and put in a couple bigger numbers to make up for it. And hopefully that'll help out. And that's a 40%er, 1967. Oh, good. People like the silver. Yeah, so anyway, because the Romans worked with concrete so well, they had they created the entire cement industry, really. Other cultures had it, but it wasn't the same quality, the same caliber, and it just wasn't durable and dense. And theirs would disintegrate over time. Whereas the Roman stuff, dude, it's holding up to this day. We still have not learned as much as the Romans knew during their peak. Bank of Russia, 2008. That's a two-headed bird from Russia. Can you read Cyrillic? Oh man, it's hard. Boy, this is so hard. P, R, right? The Y is a U. That funny looking, what is it? An F or a B? It's a B. The pi with a hook. I don't know what that is. That's a ruble. I guess the pi with a hook is an L sound, and nobody knows what the thing on the end is. What is that? Oh gosh. This is tough to figure this stuff out. Just a couple of world wars. Yeah. That's a darn shame it does happen. That's 2018. And are they stoppable, or is it the political wind that makes them unstoppable? And then, geez, you lost 80 million people in World War II. What you got here? It's a chick. Is that a Mexican chick? I think I've seen this chick before. Let's look up here. Oh, no, it's Queen Elizabeth. I think. D. Regina. Elizabeth. That a new look for her? How many chins here? Okay, so that's probably she was in her 60s or 70s. Let's have oh, it's a beaver. That's my favorite. 2005, she was 80 years old. Was she born in 25? Something like that. I had one grandmother born in 1919, one in 1922. Okay, let's look at the water line. You look at that water line, especially here above the beaver's tail. Sometimes you have an extra one or one missing. There he is. Isn't it the cutest little fella? He will chew your arm off, man. They are mean critters. I was talking about the 5 being an S. Here's the new pets. 2 pets. My dad was born in 1917. Oh, my old man was born in 1943. So my grandmother was 21. There we go. And his father was a painter. That's all he did. That's all he knew was how to paint. Apparently he didn't do too much of it. There he is, 1971, Great Britain, new pets. You get the feathers here. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. And this is what, a new idea? Here's England. They got feathers all over the place. 2 pence. Eek. Jen. No idea what that means. Yeah, but these foreign coins, yeah, they're inexpensive, right? Of course, you get a strong currency in the United States, which makes other currencies kind of low value. And of course, some of these small countries, they go belly up and their currency loses all value. You can get like a $20 billion Zimbabwe note for like, $250. Okay, 20 centésimos or pesos or something O's. 20 cents, 20 centavos. Mexico, there it is. However, you go back to the 60s and before, and you start to get silver in these foreign coins. Now you can pick up these sacks of foreign coins for, $2 a pound, $2.50 a pound. Had they been hunted for silver? Probably. Have people come in and dumped off their foreign coins and they don't know what it is? You can get silver in these. Who's this guy? This looks like Ajax or one of those Trojan guys. Does it say? Yeah, that's definitely the helmet of a Greek. Okay, Ray, can you read Greek? You got pi, p, e, epsilon, rho, per, I, peric. Any letters before that? Peric, lifts, Pericles. That's Pericles. That's it. And look at the other side, see what it says. Doesn't say anything. Okay, well, that's Pericles. That's him. And it's 20 drachma. Okay, follow me here. The triangle is a delta. D. The P is rho. R. The not full triangle, that's actually an alpha. So A. D. R. A. X is chi. So it's a K, right? Then M. Mu. Drachmas. Epsilon and sigma here, drachmas. So 20 drachmas, 1984. Okay. Up here we got Hellenic, and this will be D, H, M, Democratia, the Hellenic Republic, or Democratic, whatever the hell it is. There it is. Here's the Temple of the Sun down there in Mexico City in Greece. Yeah. Lots of history in these things. My dad was born in 17. Greece, Pericles. I was thinking single Cleese, or John Cleese. They related, John Cleese and Pericles? What you got here? More of it. There it is, a Daily Planet 5. No, S. I'm pretty sure it's a 5. 5 euros. What's on the other side of this one? More oak. That's shiny on one side. Pericles. Another one. That's 10 euros. Okay, this has to be Thailand. That can't be anything but Thailand or Myanmar or Mugyang or one of them places. What's Siam? Is that Thailand? Myanmar? That's okay. I can't read it. There's nothing to see or read on there. Okay, what do you got here? We got the Illuminati taking over. There it is. That's the Illuminati, and they have taken the Republic of Central America. They have taken over Nicaragua, and watch for it. They're actually aliens, and they're coming this way. What is in the middle of that? Some sort of all-seeing eye, I suppose. And it is 1 Cordoba. You guys, were you around in like 1979? You got Ricardo Montalban getting into commercials. You know, you need to pay the rent and stuff. So he took a job selling cars for Chrysler. And he's selling them, and he says, comes with Corinthian leather. It's the way he said it. That's what it was. And it was called the Chrysler Cordoba. He was perfect for the job, really. And that was 1 Cordoba. But they put these cars out in like green or, you know, topaz or taupe or mauve. There was no such thing as a normal color on these cars. And they wonder, why didn't they sell? You know, because it's fuchsia. Dude, what the hell? Great car, comfortable, but it's freaking neon pink. No. Okay, here's a colon. What color? What country is it? CR. BCCR. Blue cheese country. Revolution. Central America. That's the one the Illuminati took over, right? Is it on the back? No, they disguise their Illuminati triangles as mountains. They got a lot of volcanoes in Central America. Remember the Ring of Fire? I had a Cordoba. What color was it, John Isabel? Tiblan. What color was your Cordoba? Because if it was something like blue, it wasn't really blue. It was topaz. Didn't match anything you can get at the store. You know, you get a little chip because you went to the supermarket and the guy next door bumped, you know, you opened his door and slammed you. And he did it again just to see if we could get more room. Okay, down in Central America, they got a lot of volcanoes, which is why you got these things. Volcanoes. And a lot of stories about those volcanoes and such. Yeah, there's a lot of history there, and just civilizations being wiped off the map. Well, not civilizations, just, you know, parts of civilizations. What car did Telly Savalas drive? What car would Telly Savalas drive on Kojak? Torino? How about a Gran Torino? That'd be a 70s car to drive around. This is light. What do you suppose? Aluminum? Can we hear it? What is it? It's this tiny little weightless chip. It's a rupee, India or Pakistan. Here's a guy with feathers in his hat. Maharishi Raja. There he is. This is the guy the Beatles went to see. That's 100 rupees. Oh, it's Indonesia. Yep. He got Indonesia and can't remember his name. Okay, there it is. Lightweight thing. They don't have much of an economy there. They got like 2 billion people in Indonesia. No economy. How does that happen? Okay, we got one with a hole in it. It's in an acrylic holder. What are these things? You got corn? No, that's wheat. The most popular crop in the world. Well, actually, I think hay is pretty popular. And it is a État Française, the state of France. centime, 1941. So if this is from France, it's occupation currency. There, 20. I want to take a look at this without the shell on it. A Buick Century. Did you have a Buick Century? I had a Buick Century. I can't get this apart. Okay, time for some surgery. That was a really comfortable car, I thought. I'm not going to get that open. Okay, let's look at it under the big scope instead. See what we can glean from information. We got État Français, a hole in it. I don't know where it's from. It doesn't. I don't think it matches anything else France put out at the time. If it's occupation currency, I'd think there'd be a swastika on there. So, what do you think? Belgian, French, Burma, one of them other places. French Burma, Vietnam. I think they had some Congo land. Plenty of places in Africa. Centimes, that's French. Okay, that one's interesting. There might be some history on that one. Oh, here's a guy with no beard. According to Google, okay, what is it? 50. It's gone. 50. 50 annos. Who has annos? The Banco de Central del Ecuador. The Central Bank of Ecuador. And it's 50. There, we just learned a new word. 50. I would like 50 tacos. How much? Well, 50 centavos. Here you go. And it's Eloy Alfaro. This is him. This is Eloy. Good looking fella. I'm going to do my hair like him. It's close. It's real. Dude, it's real close. I could need to shave it over here. Let me pat it. Yep. This is what I'm going to look like in 20 more years. Grow a mustache. Work on the eyes there. I'm going to need to get some clothes. What's this thing? Probably the Centro de El, wherever. Republic del Ecuador seal of approval. French occupation. It's got a hole in the middle. It's a tiny one. 10C. Oh, it's Mexican. And it's tiny. All right, here's my fingernail. So that's a Mexican 10 cents. That's probably fairly recent. I'm going to guess it's aluminum. Tiny. Well, there's nothing wrong with tiny coins. What's your smallest coin? Here's Malaysia. Yep, you got the Magnolia. You got the Bank of Central Malaysia. And it's 2006, 5 cents. And here it is. You have the alien craft on there, right? Yeah, they thought it was just a tower, but really it was part of a secret operation where they allow aliens to come into the world. Is that what that is? And this is one of their spaceships. True story. I saw it on TV. And we got this one, which we will never decipher. I can't even tell you what the language is. I think I might say Pericles. No, maybe not. Let's look at the back, see if we can get a clue. 1. Got a star, got an upside down. 2002. 1423. 2002. Good for 1 something. Which way's up? This way might be up. I guess they're devil worshippers. Okay, I can't even tell you what language that is. No idea. And that's the box. Wow, that's the stuff we got from Itismebrian. I was not expecting that stuff. Like the video, Ken, made me laugh. The little one? Yeah, I got to do more of those. I got like 47 views in 2 minutes. And we got proof set. We got a Canadian set. We got that big giant piece of silver in there. Yeah, this is all I was thinking. Oh, good. I got that silver thing. No, he sent all this. The turquoisey thing, the silver biker jewelry, the sets, all the foreign coins. Uh, I was not expecting that. Well, anyway, we're going to put that in the big show. We'll give him a good shout out for that. He's on every single day at 5 o'clock. You'll find him there. Where's this next box? Okay. And I get a lot of packing material in here to dig out first. Make sure I don't have any coins in there. There's one. Why didn't we look at that? I'll have to look at that, that's why. All right, let me take, I got plenty of packing today. Okay, now I need a broom. Okay, good. What else do we need to leave here? Let's see. I'm going to look at these. Okay. Oh, is that it? I think that's it. I got 3 of these things around here, and I don't want to mix them up. Okay, I think that was one of them. I think this is one of them. Yeah, that's one of them. And then these. And then those. And then that. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay. I got these kind of jumbled, and I got to keep track of who's who. That's the thing. What's first? Oh, that. Okay, Paula got crazy. Did you see her package, by the way? Look at this. Did the eyes move? Can we see the eyes move? Imagine being the mailman thinking, it keeps looking at me. Goes to the supervisor, the package is looking at me. You need a vacation. Okay, she bailed me out on last Monday. Well, we did the giveaway for the weekend, the seminar weekend to decide who's going to get the gold. Well, I'm scrolling through and I missed one line in there because I guess I scrolled down and I missed one line. And then that one line was the guy who was right. And I kept on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I said, here's another guy. Of course, I thought it was the first guy that had the right answer. All right, well, this first guy was right. And I ignored him and called out the second guy. He said, you're the winner. But then I went back and looked because Paula says, no, this other guy won. And yeah, it was like the 3rd or 4th question, 3rd or 4th answer. Oh, man, you don't want to flub that. Okay, well, it happens. So I gave him a copper round. And the guy who won gave him a copper round, the Titanic round. And Paula bailed me out. She says, give him that shark round. This is a 1 ounce leopard shark coin from Tokalo. There it is. There's Elizabeth. And there's her purse. I don't know why I have a purse on it. Is that what that is? That's her purse. It must be a really nice purse, I guess. Enough to be on a coin. That's 1 ounce, 0.999 silver. She says, put it in. And I'll send you another one. So, man, she bailed me out. These are real nice. They're heavy. They're like 1 ounce. But the holder they're in, I mean, it's as big as that titanium round. That's no problem. It'll hold up. So she sent that in. We're going to put that into the Mantic giveaway. Yep. Now, when he gets to 1,000, let's see if I can open this. There are several channels having giveaways. I'll pay for the shipping, maybe. 700 years difference in their calendar. Who's this? Ecuador is 700 years behind the rest of the nation. I can't open these anymore, man. There needs to be a tool to open these things up with. I'm going to have to invent that. There. Now we got a wheat, and she wanted me to look at that. So let's have a look at that while we're here. Let's see. Home scope. Ta-da! Pretty darn good one. Pretty darn clean, clear, crisp, bright, shiny. Let's have a look at the general coin here. Liberty's looking good. The eyeball's looking good. The eyeball wants more attention. 1958D. Something going, the 8 needs attention. Lee, I already spoke to Ken. He doesn't ship to the UK. No, I don't. I don't know the laws for international shipping. You get in trouble for this stuff, and I just don't need the trouble. Uh, the shipping's a little bit of a hassle on this side. You got to fill out the special form, and every time you do, you got to look up this code, and then it doesn't want to take the darn input what you type in, right? You got 4 coins. They weigh a fraction of an ounce apiece, and you type it in, and it says 4 coins, 4 ounces, and it says, oh, total 16 ounces. Your shipping is $57. What? No. I've had so many, it ain't worth the hassle. Geez, I'd love to support the international coin community, but honestly, it's not worth the aggravation. I used to have hair on my head until I shipped a copper round to Canada. Really, there are so many people in the UK who already collect coins. Um, Pester them. Really, it's aggravating, and I just don't want to aggravate. This is a hobby. It's fun, and we get into shipping international laws, that stops being fun. So I just like to have fun, and international shipping does not make me smile. So I got out of that. There's one person I ship to that's not in the country, and that's Ray Hepburn. There are no other exceptions. Even if you're wicked awesome, it just, oh gosh, how can you tolerate that? The laws are foolishness. A lot of politics in there. We can't ship to to that country because their dictator um, uses child labor to make shirts or something. Look, I just want to do coins. It's only a hobby. It's just a hobby. There's hobbies all over. Find a hobbyer in your area. Or I tell you what, if you can't find somebody in the UK doing this, doing the coin thing, start a channel because by God, that is a huge market potential, just begging to be exploited. That's Brian Hooper. Well, it's about time. Every time I go to a channel, I get, "Hey, Ken Beebe," from Brian Hooper. So I got to stop what I'm doing, say, "Hey, Brian Hooper," and that's most of our communication. What's going on with this? I'm going to tilt that, change the focus, because I got all these striations, and they're all parallel. So what do I have? Let's get rid of this thing on the bottom. What do we got here? That's a real sharp woody. These woodies, right? You get these striations, and you can see, yeah, you get some heavy lines. I'm going to take this out of the holder. Now that's in one of these, so we're going to cheat. Home. Come on. Let's move this. Yeah, I'm going to move one thing to do something else. Let's move that. I'm going to take that out of the holder. And, okay, there. That was easy enough. Now I can see the whole thing clearly. Okay, what do we got? We've got a coin. It's a 1958D wheat cent. And in the right angle, I've got these striations. They're parallel. Now, typically, you can get some striations on these coins, and it's when they're that size, it's polishing marks. Now, the same sort of thing applies to other countries. They dress up their dies the same as we do to make them last longer. Let's see if we can make that show up. That baby is full red original luster, and the neat thing about copper is the way it tones. Now, woody, you've got an impurity going on in there. And the way they roll out the planchet, that impurity ends up being linear. It would be parallel. Now, if it was a polishing mark, they tend to be, non-parallel. They're in the over here. They're this way. Over there, they're the other way. They change direction across the coin. All right. But here I've got these fine lines. which you can see here from E pluribus unum down to cent through the E, right? And it's consistent across the whole coin. So that says to me that that's wood grain. But the coin is bright red. And the way these things tone over time, the colors change, right? If this was a brown cent, those lines would be bright and the copper would be darker. Here, it's kind of the other way around, I think. But yeah, it does change. That says woody to me. I'm going to put that under the scope real quick. All right. Took a look. Those are not woody lines. Those are extremely coarse polishing marks. And what sets these apart from regular ones is they are all unidirectional. They go from one side to the other with very few crossing marks. Over here is a little bit of change in direction. But those are pretty heavy polishing marks. So you had a problem with the dye and they dressed it up hard. They dressed it up aggressively. So I want to find any remnants of the reason why they dressed it. So I'm taking a clash. Down here I'd see letters. Over here I'd see some letters. And I really don't see much more. Up here I might see some letters. There might be one by the back of his head, which would be the O in of America. Right in here. I think that might be an O clash. But that is a very heavy and sloppy dressing of the dye. Aggressive, yeah, they tore that up. Professor Bloom got that one. Yeah, Professor Bloom sent this one. And same thing here, but do you see how it's not even over here? It's bright because it's really reflective. Then I have a dark section here, and then it's aggressive over here. So what am I looking for on the back for clash marks? I want to see, let's see if we can get this to focus. This might be a bit of, say, the back of his neck. And I want to see something over in this direction, which would be his vest. Yeah, that was a heavy, aggressive polishing. Yeah. Okay, maybe something got dropped in there. Somebody dropped a candy bar or something. They said, oh man, we got to clean this up. But they got it, whatever it was. And you'll get these. You get whole rolls that every coin in the roll is going to be scored almost. Now it does have a die crack. If I could see it right here through O. That's a die crack. This may be what they were dressing out. Where'd it go? Where are you? There you go. Pretty minor, but it's an internal. Now, if you got internal cracks, I want to look for subsidence. All right, where you got differences in the level of the design, which is kind of neat. And this die crack seems to continue over here and then down. Oh, that's a heck of a thing. That would be a consistent feature with die subsidence. And what I've got over here, is this another? That looks more like a flash mark, but what the heck would that be from the front? That's no, it doesn't match anything on Lincoln. Yeah, terribly aggressive. Why so hard? Why are you going to so much trouble? They're trying to fix something that wasn't right. And it must have been pretty hard, or he's in a hurry. Maybe it's late in the day. He wants to get home. Pick your reason. But when I see these cracks internal to the die, I'm thinking he had a bit of a soft die. It wasn't annealed fully, and the core, the center of the die, shoved in just a bit. Right, and you have this die crack appear in this peculiar fashion. All right, what else can you look for on that? Ideally, I want to see, land bridge between the O and the N. A land bridge between these letters. Let's put that under here. And we'll look at the back, look at his neck real hard. And these look pretty normal. Until you give it a tilt and you can see that crack. There it is. See, I think that's a polish mark here. This looks to be a crack here. All right, well, we'll look at it some more. But whatever the problem was, I think they got it. No land bridge. Let's look at his neck. Because it's like a, the way the metal cools, it's going to cool on the outside first, right? It's going to heat on the outside first. You have this problem that's called case hardening. I don't know if you ever heard of that. You get it with lumber a lot, right? Where the outside of lumber is just freaking turned into granite, and the inside is still moist because they dried it too hot. So the outside hardens, the case hardens. You get case hardening. You get the same thing with dies if you heat them too high too fast. Right, or cool them too quickly. All right. So you would have the internal areas where you have more, insulation to the outside, would be softer than the outside. And sometimes you end up with some extra metal kind of in here somewhere. And we'll look around. I don't really see it. This looks like a normal neck. Now, I like to see a goiter or something, or a bulge, or a big crack, or several cracks. And if there were several cracks, okay, this aggressive grinding would have taken it out. That's pretty hardcore. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, but it's a neat thing. Okay, let's put it back together here. Straighten it out. Good color, though. Let's flip it over and try again. Yeah, real good tone. Yeah, let's show you the back under here. There you go. Real good tone. More colorful around the outer rim. Good gold, good color, good coin. With guns, case hardening is a plus. I can see that. I can see that. You need harder material out there. I just pay attention to everything he teaches. Yeah, it's a good coin. Looking at it here, it's every bit of MS-65. Every bit. You're going to have a hard time getting above 67 because of all the grinder marks. Once you start getting to that, they want an early strike. Okay, she says, ready? A Type 2 Ike. There it is. Okay, there's a Type 2, and I had a Type 1 here. Where to go? There we go. And now Type 1 was made in 1975. And take a look at the blockiness of the letters. Right? See the ends of the E, ends of the T, ends of the T, end of the S. Keep that in mind. Remember those shapes. The end of the E, square, right? That's type 1. Big, wide letters. Type 1, all made 1975. Those are more valuable. That's about a $12 coin. Over here, you got type 2. See how thin the letters are? See how you have angles? Angles on the end of the E? You got thin, small, dainty little S's. You got sloped angles. You got serifs. Type 2, 1976. And there are far more of these than the type 1s. Because, man, they just pump these right out. But I like the design. I always like the design. There's John Pass and John Stowe who made this miserable bell. And it was the resonance of the bell that continued that crack for like 50 years. There it is. I think they still ring it every now and then for special occasions. Yeah. Now, the last time they rang that bell was after World War II ended. They rang that bell and broadcast it across the nation. Kind of a neat thing. And there's type 1. Really, the only difference is those letters. And it's all the way around. Every letter, all the way. Dum-da-dum. Big and fat and bold. There it is. So take notes. Draw pictures if you have to. All right, where's the type? That's the one. That goes down here. Okay, this is wonderful. I got to get a picture of this because I started a blog article about the finishes, but I didn't have a special mitt set to do the finish. Okay, they're polished, they're clean, they're proof-like, but they're not really proof. They're special mitt set. And this is a 1966. Okay, this is a year before I was born. This is my brother's year, 66. And yeah, they're quite proof-like. They are smooth, clear, crisp, right? Limited strikes, the whole bit. Look it in there and take a look at those. I'll look at the penny here real quick. And yeah, you get die varieties on the special mint sets, the same as everything else. There you go. Now, on the early stages of these dies, yeah, you get cameo. You will get a cameo designation. And they're worth a kind of a premium. Here's the nickel. Pretty darn sharp. If you get a cameo designation, you got, 3 digits. Oh, they're clean. This is the original mint holder. Right here. Now, 65, they had cello packs. 66, they had the plastic strip. We'll have a look at that. Let's put it under the big scope. We'll get an idea what I'm talking about. There it is. You get the cigar box. Just a little thin thing. And you get the strip. And there's the strip. United States Special Mint Set. It's not a proof set because the proofs were banned. But they could make a special set. And they did. And here they are. And yeah, they're glossy. They're shiny. They're brilliant. And they use some special extra pressure on these. Have a look at the backs. Yeah, they're wonderful. Well, they run a few bucks. They're more than the regular mint sets, but not. They don't draw too much of a premium. But you got to get one. Now she sent 3, 4 loose coins. I got to look at those because I suspect those are also special mint sets. Where'd they go? Yeah, no question about it. This is a 1967 quarter. And dude, this is a beauty. I don't want to take it out of the holder. But everything about this, I mean, it's almost cameo. Everything about this screams special mint set. Yeah, I'd say that is proof-like. All right, that's a quarter. And I don't want to, my hands are not in a condition that I want to take these out. Now, yeah, I mean, it looks like a proof. 1967 nickel, unfocusable. Yeah, it's far and away. It's a level above uncirculated. Let's have a look at the steps. And you got pretty good sets. Not quite full, right above the eyes, a bit of a weak spot. But yeah, that's a wonderful thing. Note the mirror-like surfaces. Now this is that's a photo through plastic right there. Okay, and the dime, 1967. Maybe. Probably, but I'm going to say maybe. I don't know where it came from. Let's look over here. Now in the early 60s in particular, they would take the old proof dies and use them to strike coins. So you've got proof like, you get some uncirculated coins, 1960, 61, 62, 3, 4, all Philadelphia, that are proof like. And they're wonderful coins, but the planchets are not specially prepared. It's only the proof. It was the dies they used. They didn't use proof planchets. Yeah, this would want to be looked at, but it sure is in good shape. Boy, those sure are nice lines across there for a circulation strike. This looks to be a mid-set to me. Yeah. Okay, I hope that's on the plastic. Ooh, did we see two lines? Did two lines appear? Yeah, good. It's on the plastic. See when you get two lines? Where is it? Right up here? That means you get one reflection on the plastic and the other reflection off the coin. What coin is your favorite, Dustin? Hey, Dustin, how are you? I have a look at the front. Yeah. That says mid-set to me. That says special mid-set. You get a good, sharp strike. Proof-like surfaces. Yeah, these are wonderful coins. But they are hard to tell once you take them out of the mid-set. You can't get them certified, right, unless the certifying company removes the coin from the set. They won't do it. That's it. High grade, but they don't want to call it a mid-set. What you got here? What you got here? Oh, it's a pineapple. Bahamas. That's a Bahama Mama right there. Come on, Mama, show me your stuff. Come on, come on. That's a proof-like Bahama nickel. They don't get the beaver. They get the pineapple. Grenade. There it is. So I got to pick up some of these when I get down there. 1971. There you go. Now this is a nickel, so it's made out of nickel. You get a little frosting on there. What is that? That has to be a designer initial. This is apparently designed by Prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince. Yeah, and here she is with her crown. That's QE2 out of the Commonwealth of the Bermuda. No, the Bahamas. Bahama Mama. There it is. And we had another one, which was Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica Mon. Here he is. There's that. No, we don't get the guy this time. It's 10 cents, and they got the ganja here, Mon. Yeah, we got the ganja, Mon. Yeah, I had a Bob Marley night a couple of months ago, just playing Bob Marley. That is, on the surface, good. You got to do that now and again. Over here, what do we got? It's out of many one man, one people man. There it is. So I'm down at the sugar mills down in Okeechobee. I'm talking to this guy. He's from Jamaica. Right? We're talking about stuff. We're just talking, killing the time on a break or something. And so how do you count to 5 in Jamaican? He's out there sitting on a bucket. He says, 1 man, 2 man. I said, okay, got it, man. Here's a chick. Here's a Jamaican chick. They have antennas. Just you get these little cultural differences. Like in England, they don't have teeth. In Jamaica, they have antennas on their head. Okay, alligators. Okay, the men have 3 antennas. Okay, hey, I don't make this stuff up, man. Okay, these come from Paula, and we'll be putting those into the big show, but we're putting the that big coin into the Mantic giveaway. Okay, let's find everything. There's this one. Um, okay, there's the Ike, and I'm gonna put this in there. Yep, and that's safe. And the mint set goes in there, and the 3 special mint sets. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we got this stuff. These are big, and I'll probably put these out together. They should stay together. Hello, how are you, man? It's the all-night crew. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a break soon. Okay, we got the 2006 Westward Journey Nickel Series, the 2005 Westward Journey Nickel Series, and the 2004 Westward Journey Nickel Series. What's the 6 in there for? I don't understand. Okay, Return to Monticello, I guess. Now, in here, we have 6 coins. And I was looking at these earlier, and I'm thinking, dude, that looks... Okay, maybe not this batch. You get the proof in the middle, P, D, and S, and the 2 designs used. Okay, but they sure did look like satiny. I wanted to investigate that further. Did they include satins on here? No. Condition uncirculated proof. That's what those are. Norman Nemeth did the piece metal. And Alfred Moletsky did the keelboat. Is that 2004? Yep, there it is. Okay, there's nothing wrong with those. They're good looking coins. And let's see if we can have a close up. You got the proofs in there. But that is a United States Mint set package. Yeah, they're always doing something, creating one new product, and then you got to buy that. All right. Well, it kind of was a big deal at the time. You know, back in 1804. Okay, now 2005. This is the one that looked so satiny on those. Boy, that does look. Boy, that looks satiny. All right. The proofs in the middle are somewhat milky. Okay, but these two right here, that's what has my attention. Because if you have seen satins, you'd say, dude, those are freaking satins. Which is odd because these should be uncirculated strikes. So now I'm going to start checking stuff out. There's a difference between the uncirculated. Okay, this says uncirculated, but those coins don't look uncirculated. They look satin. So let me take a break. I'll come back and I'll show you what I'm complaining about. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay, I got a sack of satin nickels right here. I can ask for 3K for a coin on eBay. It's only worth 12 shillings in real life. Well, then don't be asking 3K. Okay, here's the finish on a satin. The satins were produced for mint sets from 2005. What's the date there? That's 2005 through 2010. And they have a special finish. And I'm going to take that out of there, so we can have a close-up of what the heck that finish looks like, because it's unmistakable. The dyes are specially prepared. Like the whole thing looks like a proof surface. Also, the planchets themselves are burnished, so you have a scattering of the light, and this is what you have. This is what it looks like. All right, they're not perfect by any means. You know, they're still uncirculated sets, and the mint, they'd slop them around. They really did a lot of sloppy workmanship on these coins, especially once, you know, once they were made, getting them to the sets. But this is what you're looking at. Let's see if I can alter the focus and move it through. You have this super fine blasted surface appearance to it. I mean, it's super fine, finer than these modern proofs. And it could be done with laser. It could be done with an abrasive sprayed on. But you'll see it disperses the light. See what sparkles like an eggshell? So I'm twisting this thing back and forth. And it's across all features of the coin. Eyes, forehead, letters, lips, fields, all of it. Date, everything. Rim. Right? Okay, let me set that aside. Now we look at these two over here, which are the P in particular. Did they make extra? Dude, this looks like a satin finish to me. Alright, this is an impossible mint set. Impossible. I'm going to look up some more stuff here real quick. This should not exist. As far as I know, this should not exist. But, okay, there's always exceptions. Why is this like this? Let me look up here. Come on. Wait for that to load. No, this should not be here. These coins, these 4 nickels on the outside. If we can see these, let me load that. These 4 nickels. These appear to me to be satin finish. Alright. These are proof in the middle, and they're a little bit nippy. But these 4 on the outside, these look like satin to me. They're either the first coins off that die or they're satins. So I want to look and check on some figures and see, did they use satins in these nickel Westward Journey sets? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. No, it wouldn't be here, would it? Okay, it's not going to be there. $2005 P&D 1.16 million. Right. Okay, next source. Yeah, we'll try that. Because these should be uncirculated, not satin. Now, satin may be uncirculated, but that's a different coin. The uncirculated should be a business stripe, not a satin. Here, you can see the difference on this coin. This looks right. This, what? Wait, this looks, hold on. The computer just doesn't want to cooperate here. Okay, this one looks right. Looks like a normal uncirculated coin. If I can find it here, okay? You know, somewhat kind of glossy. It's uncirculated, good shape. They're glossy. They reflect the light. Right? Get this one over here. Same sort of thing. He's a little rough. He's kind of satiny. All right. On that 2005, they're different. That really stands out. Okay. So I'm looking up some numbers right now. Okay, I'm at PCGS. I'm going to use their figures. Cents, nickels, Jefferson. Wait for it. And if that's different from 1.16 million, let's go to Roosevelt's. Okay, Washington's. 2005, right? Come on, load. This file's been up for 2 hours. It ain't loaded. How uncooperative. Maybe it's just I'm tired. That might be it. 2005 Saturn. 1.16 million. 1.16. Yep, 1.16. Yep. Saturn. Okay. I'm up here. Nickels. It didn't load. Why didn't you load? I clicked on it. I did this computer. The site can't be reached. Okay, we are not going to pursue this right now. Okay, there, it loaded. Oh, I hate the internet. Why doesn't it do what I want it to do all the time, every time? Come on, MS, CAM. You're fooling me. You made up to the special strikes and then you stopped loading. There it is. 2005. Yeah, Bison, Western Waters. Bison, Western Waters. Yeah. Okay, let's pull it. Wow, the D in high grade is good for a few bucks. Mintage. Unknown? Oh, give me a break. All right, they don't have the information. Okay, we're going to set that aside. Play with it more because that strikes me as peculiar. It should not be looking like that. Yep. Ken knows more than anyone I know. That's an interesting coin. There's a finish on it that is not consistent with what it should be. And for it to be what I think it is impossible. It should not be that way. What's going on? All right, it's late. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, that's why. All right, that would have a lot to do with it. Which way's up? Let me put this one away here. 1.16 million. Check this out. Where's my thing? Get back here. Home. There. This is a satin Jefferson nickel, 2005. No, 2007D. Finish that I want to look at. And that's the regular 2007D reverse. But the satin finish, the mintage on that coin. Where to go? 2007. That's quarters, of course. Jefferson nickel, 2007. The mintage is, you ready? 895,628. That's it. That's all. Where's the list? Come on. Oh, there's too much stuff on here now. I got to shrink this down. Population rank. Hey, you can come on over and watch me. Here's the screen. Here's what I'm trying to see. Here's how long it takes to load out here in the woods. Look, I like it in the woods. There's nobody around. I mean, nobody. Okay, Jefferson nickel. Let's get over here so we can see it better. Okay, let's find a way to make it possible to see this better. Jefferson nickel, right? Here it is. All the Jeffersons ranked in order. You have the early proofs. Here they are, 39, 40, 41, 38. You got that 97 thing, that frosted matte uncirculated. You got a silver proof in 1942. More of the early proofs gets into the 50s. Frosted matte uncirculated in the 1994 one. Okay, proof, 2010 satin. They're $1. That 1955 proof is $20. That 2010 satin is $1, right? That 1956 proof, where they made more, that's $12. And this satin is $1. You want to explain that one to me? Just in any way you can. Where's 7? 2007 is right here on the bottom. And that ranks number 26 out of all those Jeffersons. It's number 26. What is more populous than this 2007 that I have right here in front of me? See it right there. What is more populous than this coin? And this is you ready? We have a couple of other dates on the satin series, the 2005s. Okay, great. 1959 proof. The modern proofs, which, they're declining in number. They're 1,000,002, right? Here's a 1967 special mint set. And they're a couple of bucks, 65, 66. Here's a 1950D. And they pay 10, 12 bucks for those. Oh, man, I need one of those right now. I got 10 bucks. Here you go. They'd be throwing the money around. There are 2.6 million 1950D business strikes on the Jeffersons. 2.6 million. On this thing I have in front of me, 895,000. A third. Is that right? 9, 18, 27. Yeah. A third. And that's $1. This is a sleeper. Did you see any of that? Screen. Here it is. Here is the actual production numbers for 2007 on the satin, right there. All right. If I scroll down a ways, here we got number 48. This 2007 in front of me here is number 26. I got 2.6 million, and then some 1950Ds. Mayhem. Wake up. Let me know if it comes back on. Can you hear me now? I restarted this thing because it was I got a red line and he said unplug. Okay, I just went over the mintage figures for this 2007 sitting on the desk here and compared that to the 1950D. They made 3 times as many 1950D and they go for 10 bucks. This guy is $1. Doesn't make any sense, but people don't know about these satins. They don't know about it. What? You mean they only made 895,000? Yes. That's right. These satins are the keys to a lot of these sets. And that's no fooling. Look at everything we need. Oh, good. There we go. You want to get some of those satins if you get a chance. Okay, I'll set that there. Look, I'm fading fast over here. And I've still got Jeff W. stuff. He sent one of these. Did you see this? Check this out. Okay, that is an Australian dollar. Paula sent me one of these. I loved it. I gave it away during the big show. I missed it. She sent another one. I kept it. It ain't going out. Now, he sent this one over here. But have a look at it. But have a look at it without the plastic in the way. These are wonderful. They made about 1 million of these back in Perth in 2015. Getting the cover off is a bear. But once you do, well, you see, okay, don't worry about this. The coin is freaking immaculate. That coin is sharp. Dude, I looked at it. Here it is under the scope. Here it is under the scope, a little too close. Ain't a mark on this thing. Okay, that's a polishing mark that you see right there. And that coin is immaculate. No fooling. You got some scuffs on the acrylic holder that make it tough to see. So I took it out of the acrylic holder. Well, I took one side off. So I can show you. Yeah, that's a gorgeous coin. Yeah. So I'm going to put that on. Flip it over. Take off that other side. And let's look at Lizzie herself. Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at it. Scope. Ain't a mark on this thing. That's the trouble. Those are actually polishing lines that you see above the 1 and above the D. That's just lines from polishing the die. Not a thing wrong with this. It's immaculate. There she is. Two chins. Okay. The problem with these holders, and you get the same thing with the PCGS holder. Where'd you go? Yeah, you get the same thing with PCGS, NGC. If you get a lot of marks on that holder, it makes it hard to sell the coin. Because you can't take the coin out of a sealed holder. And if it looks like this, that's going to be that's a tough sell. All right. Let's look at the spider side. Big spider. This is a tough sell when you got this many contusions, and it's not on the coin. We just showed that. All right. Really, it's worth it to pick up some cheap-ass plastic bags. All right. Now this one I can take out, so I've got a chance. But slabs, we had one here earlier. I wonder where that went. Brian's box. Oh, that's it. Here you go. There's Brian. You can't see it. This came from It's Me, Brian. Yeah, it's in great shape. Not a thing wrong with it. Right? You look at the surface. Yeah, it's still good. But if I leave that like this, kick it around this desk, I'm going to have trouble taking pictures of it, just like this thing. This is worth every bit of it. If you've got slabs, protect them, because you can't get a better picture than what you have through the slab. You have to take a picture through the slab. Otherwise, it's an unslabbed coin again. So you got to protect that slab. And, geez, you know, a 3-cent or 5-cent plastic baggie does the job. No problem at all. I got blue boxes up here somewhere. We got them here. There we go. You can get the blue boxes too. I got a case of these over here. These are $5 a piece. They hold your slabs. They keep them nice, keep them pretty. Right there you go. Set them right up. They don't slide around. They don't go side to side. Don't go back and forth. Don't go up and down. You got little tips on the corners, right? Little feet. Fits in the circle, so they can stack easily. And turn upside down, they don't move. So if you don't have the box, get the plastic bag. Let me kill that. It's going to be worth it in the long run, because if you scratch up your slab, you can replace the slab, but it's going to cost you shipping, to and from, plus insurance to and from, plus the re-slabbing fee, or you take it to a show and you save on insurance and shipping, but you still got to pay what, $5-6 to re-slab it? Are you fooling me? It's a nickel for the baggie. And the difference is whether or not you can sell that coin when it's signed, because you got to take a picture. There it is. That's what you're talking about. Paula says, I sent you. No, Hidden says, I sent you payment for the coins I purchased. Please donate everything to the big show. Can you send that to me in an email? That'd be wonderful. But I sure will. I got them right here. And it'll save you shipping. Yes, we all know. We know who it is. Who are we talking about? I'm missing something here. I see you, Kenny boy. Oh, we're good. Just so you know, you have a package coming today. Keep what you like and give the rest to that precious little girl. My precious little girl? check this out, baby. She's calling you precious. Wonder how much it would cost to have a bunch of blank slabs 3D printed. The print quality, I understand, is off. You can get slab-like holders. That'll cost you $1.25. You know, if you get a whole lot of them, it'll be a whole lot cheaper, I'm sure. I got some here. Here's one. Okay, a slab-style holder. And you'll see these. That's got a sticker on the inside. You got two parts. A fits over B. Pretty simple. You get a little line built in there. And these are optical quality. Okay? You got the piece in the middle, and you just apply your sticker here, which is what this gunk is. All right, and you apply your sticker there, and you can print up whatever you can, and you just snap your coin in. And that's flexible. This is for a penny. And so here's the 1942. And without putting your finger straight on it, you just give it a push. This is how they do it. Ta-da! Done. That's it. And you have a slab style. And you'll see these. They slab them up. They put their sticker on them, and they look real nice. You know, you get a great professional appearance at your coin show on your table or whatever the heck. And, you know, you put on your grade. And, geez, it looks like a pro job. Somebody who doesn't know better would say, oh, boy, that says AU55. I better take it. All right. So they can be used as a tool of deception. But if you have your own set, boy, what a fantastic presentation that would be. And you've got the benefit of, you know, some durability here. Now these would not be sealed. Right? You get some halon gas or some argon. You put it in a container. You put it in there with a box of sonic sealer, and you can seal that thing up in argon. Of course, you got to open and close it in the atmosphere. And then you have an inert gas inside, but you got to make sure the temperature is right, or you know, if the gas cools, it's going to suck that thing together. But you know, it's neat. Let's keep it calm and chat, folks. Is this sleepy time? John says, I have a 13-year-old son. He's getting into coins. Now go watch SJ's show. Yeah, watch SJ's show. She got a neat thing you might like. I was just thinking, for some of our best coins, storing them in our own slabs. Look, you can get these. These are 50 cents a piece, right? They're acrylic, optical quality. I have them. They come in bags, so I don't have to take them out. There you go. 2 pieces. Let's see. I've got all sizes: penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half, dollar, big dollar, little dollar. And they come apart with great care. You get a foam piece that pops right out. That's shaped to fit your coin. Yeah, stick it in there, close it up, give it a good pinch to hold it tight, and look at it and see if you can see it, and then put it back in the bag. And that's a 2x2, and it'll fit in any standard 2x2 box. You know, Mylar is okay. Its day is come and gone. I prefer the, the plastic, unplasticized flips. I've made that clear. There's no staples. That one staple can destroy any savings you made. Here, I can take the coin out. I can put the coin back in. I do my thing. Make personalized little holders. Where I got the coin on one side, I got my logo on the other. I can type it up. I got uniformity and appearance. I tuck that in whatever I want. Looks wonderful. But even there, if I got a $50 coin or a coin that's not quite valuable enough to be slabbed, but a coin that's valuable enough that I'd like to give it some extra attention. Geez, if this is 1% of the value of the coin, any coin $50 or more, you might want to put in one of these babies. Think of it as insurance. Just one extra step. St. Paul, I've had insomnia since I was 12. I can do this all night. Well, you just have to sit there. I have to think and stuff. All of us have insomnia. Yeah, I have coffee, fortunately. Ah, that's love right there. Okay, time for you to go. Thank you. Thanks for coming. See you later. All of us have insomnia. Hey, I get to do this all the time. I stay home. I don't go to work. I haven't gone to work in over a year, and even then, it was only for a couple 3 weeks. Now I just play with pennies. Think of what you can do if you just want to improve your situation, right? You could direct your energy. If you have some undirected energy, just putting into one little endeavor. This is what I do. I have all my bills paid. I have no debt, right? I can stay home and make an honest living just buying and selling coins, right? Just promoting the hobby. I gotta feel bad for those folks who don't direct that energy and spend the rest of their lives working in a hamburger stand for minimum wage. That's just a darn shame. Breaks my heart. There's a lot more to it out there. Gosh, you can have it too. All you got to do is want it badly enough. I see some of these other channels picking up what I've been telling about. You can pick up an extra $50 or $100 a week, right? Real easy. You can go to shows. You can set up a table at coin shows. And you can try selling in some of these various Facebook groups or eBay, and it would not be at all difficult to pick up and pocket an extra $50 a week. And for most people, right? Now we're not talking the guy that makes $2 billion a year, right? Because ain't no amount of money going to improve his situation. We're talking regular people like you and me, wages. Anybody making less than $100,000 a year, an extra $50 a week would make a difference for most of us. I went with a buddy of mine. Would you go? I would love to go to a money show someday. They're out there. You're going to find local clubs that'll have shows, quarterly, maybe monthly. See what there's a big city near you. I bet you they have a show. But if you could pick up an extra $50 or $100 a week, would that be enough to improve your situation? How long before you can flush your job, right? What if you could just pay off your house? I know a girl, all she does is take her money that she makes selling coins, and it's probably $50 a week, and pay down her mortgage. That's it. That's all she wants to do is pay down her mortgage. In the last 3 years, she has knocked 8 years off that mortgage. If she keeps going the way she's going, in 4 more years, she's broke. Well, that's not too bad. That's a pretty good situation to be in. Yeah, but the shows, see what they're doing, see what they have, see what's happening, how they do it. I'm surprised we don't have one. Tucson has the largest gem show and gun show in America. We should have a big money show. You should. Tucson's a pretty good sized town. Hidden says Central Ohio Numismatic Association yearly coin show, Labor Day weekend, Dublin, Ohio. Cheapskate, go to coinzip.com and see if there's anything listed there for your zip code. Coinzip.com. It's a list of shows. There's another site, but I don't remember the link. Yep, well, been good knowing you. ZO. I'll check it out. Outstanding. It's out there. I see Cheapskate as one of these cheapskates. One of these fellows are picking up, you know, some cash regularly, weekly, and well, you know, the first couple of months you get so many things that you try to do and catch up on, a camera, a little microscope, different display things, and then, you know, you start getting ahead and maybe getting more stock, maybe improving the grades that you've been working on. And after a couple of years, you know, it's like it builds in the account. And that's where the difference is. That's where you set yourself apart from the regular man, you know, humping away, flipping hamburgers. What's going on with this computer? Let me see. I'm having troubles. And I don't know why. Why is this computer giving me troubles? Wait for it. I don't even know if I'm online right now. No, it's blinking right. And wait for it. This is not loading. Let me know if I'm on as soon as I'm in. I'm almost there. I'm trying real hard to get back to what I see as being normal. But something happened with this computer. It usually does. Every 2 or 3 minutes. There. It's back. Now it just has to load. Here's what I'm seeing. Nope. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm trying to get this thing to load up. There it is. Okay. Now we come over. There. Back. Are we on? Man, all the idiot trolls are out tonight. They sure are. Look, if you're new to the channel, this is the first time, second time in the channel, probably right now is not the best time to talk, because we're having trouble with people coming in and saying, you know, bad things. Well, hey, if that's their thing, I'm all for it, man. Everybody needs a hobby. But you might really shut up and listen, because there are ways you can actually put money in your pocket, serious money in your pocket, doing this sort of thing, buying and selling rare coins. And they don't have to be particularly rare. But hey, if you just want to flip burgers all your life, that's okay too. Whatever you like, I'm for you. LOL. We had an experiment this past week about what we can do, all of us in this coin community, when we work together. And it just puts these trolls, it just shows that their efforts are nothing. Really, you saw what we did on that show, and it was magnificent. All those shows all weekend long. Manta gained, what, 200 subscribers? That's unheard of. I was quite impressed with that. Cheapskate, how many did you got? Well over 40, as I understand. You got a bunch of subscribers out of that. I picked up probably 20 or 30. You know, the bigger you are, they're probably the source of a lot of the people that were watching. But still, I don't mind an extra 20 subscribers. Jeez, you guys just nailed it. You got a rock? Did you do a video? Did you? You didn't make an attempt, and you got nothing out of it. I'm noticing a pattern here. Yeah, almost 50. Yeah, everybody's going to want to be in the next one. Ooh, big one coming. I'm in. I got 40 without a video. Well, yeah, that's because you're freaking Snakefoot Coins Jeff W. Come on. You send in stuff like this to a show, everybody wants to subscribe to you. Believe me. Look what else he sent. And I haven't got this out of the plastic yet because he wrapped this like armor. And this is a Canadian maple leaf. We gave one of these away last week. And the same guy that won the gold won this. All right, let's see if we can get this out. It's in acrylic, so I got a chance. Okay, I'm going to have to cut the plastic here. There we go. Have you found the same problem with the Ziplocs that I do? The Ziplocs don't fold, right? The rest of the thing folds nice and square, but the zip just... level 1 problems. We'll be okay. Okay, here we go. Canadian maple leaf. Real sharp. You got to check out the fields beside that leaf. And here's the, there she is. There's Lizzie. Watch this. Check out these fields. They're not flat. They're sculpted. They're textured. These are wonderful. That's a 2018 $5 Canadian silver. Brand spanking new. Here's the back. Again, textured. That's 0.9999 silver. Okay, here you see the little striations here. Somebody at some point probably did not have it in a plastic bag or any kind of protector, and you get that on these round ones. Last waltz, man. I wish you guys would listen and watch and learn how to improve your situation, because I have a feeling you're not doing it with the messages you're putting out. They're spelling champs. How would you guys like to make an extra $50 a week? Well, if you don't, that's okay with me. I have no sympathy. I am a heartless bastard. If you would, well, shut up and listen. That's all you got to do. Okay, there, we got it open. And let's have a look at that coin. Yeah, it's freaking spotless. Spotless. That is immaculate. That would probably grade, to tell you the truth. Yeah. And it's that cap that has the, that makes it tough to photograph through. Well, that's okay. These things are only about 50 cents a piece. You can get them. Next seminar, I'm going to do a part 2 to the lesser known coins. Oh man, do colonials. I'd like to see somebody do colonials, because they're vastly underrepresented on any of these coin shows. Lemons had a couple. I bought them. I got a couple here. We've seen a couple of shows talk about Romans, but only topically. Yep. Hey, look, if you haven't been on in the past, before the last couple of shows, don't talk. It wouldn't be a good idea. It was incredible. I learned a lot of cool things about coins. You can get these things and find them in pocket change. I hate to say that you can get, these massively pricey coins for cheap. But I was reminded earlier today that, oh yeah, I had ordered a 1909S in fine condition. Right? And well, it arrived, came with a couple of other coins, and I figure I paid $65 for the 1909S. A pretty good price. I intended to sell it for $90. Okay, I make $25 on $65. I get a 30-40% return on my investment. I'm real happy with that. But the coin came in, had a little bit of grime right on the back on the bottom. So I took a nice clean cotton cloth and just gave it a wipe. And 3 letters appeared. That was a 1909 SVDB, and I got it for $65 off eBay. Yes, these things do happen. Cointelligence found 2 coins, both of them 1992D with a close AM, found it in pocket change. Right? And each of them, he found 2 within a month, are worth 4 digits apiece. Yep. But these fellows here, last waltz and place movement, they don't want to hear about that possibility. They don't want to think, you mean you can actually do this? Yeah, I know a guy, all he does is hunt down 1909 BDB double dies. And he looks for them only in top grades. And he finds them in slabs that are unmarked. So he can buy that slab for $65. And it's a $700 or $800 or $900 coin in that slab, because he's able to use what he knows. He's putting his brain to work instead of his back to work. So many Romans, hard to keep up with. Well, you got all those guys that are cutting each other's throats, stabbing each other in the back, that sort of thing. Getting warred upon by vandals. All that stuff. Snakefoot says, so many Romans. That's right. Well, if you want to put your time and energy into stuff that doesn't give you anything in return, I can offer you no sympathy for that. Emperor for 2 weeks and dead. Poor fella. That's the way it goes. It was a Trajan was short-lived. Some of those guys, Nero, they hated him. Some of these other fellows, you know, Emperor of the Week, Emperor of the Month Club. We'll make him the emperor, blame him, kill him, and then we step into power. It works great. Okay, Jeff sent this one too. Oh man, we just gave one of these away. Check this out. Mantic actually found one of these in a roll. He opened up a roll of $50. He spent 50 cents on a coin just like this. Right? Spent 50 cents. And this is in this shape, this is probably a $50 coin. Have a look at that. We gave one away this past week. What's the price on that? It's probably $49.75. Yeah. And Jeff W. sent that in to give away in the big show. 2 of these in a row. Now, you know you can find these in pocket change. This is a 1925 Stone Mountain $50. Now it's a commemorative issue. You've got Robert E. Lee, there he is, and let's see, Stonewall Jackson on the other side. And this is in pretty decent shape, I got to tell you that. You got some flat areas on the leg and on his pistol holder. Let's look at the horse. You probably have a little bit on the cheek. That looks pretty good. Let's check his butt. Yeah, butt looks pretty good. It got a bit of a shine to it. Yeah, I'd have to take that out. I suspect this may have been cleaned. Just the color. That's okay. People won't mind something like this, but it was cleaned and you're going to give it away? They don't care about it being cleaned at this point. Okay, let's take that out and have a look. If I can get it out. There it is. Oop, where's my card? The Mantic found one of these. Cost him 50 cents. We can't see this. I'm on the wrong camera. There you go. $40? Yeah, that's probably a $40 coin. But the color and the way it reflects the light. Let's have a look here. Gives me pause. I ain't gonna mind that one bit though. Oop, I'm sliding. Yeah, I'm getting some fine striations across that whole thing. And it all comes down to having the right magnification. And when you see it, well, okay, it's a good indicator that the coin was polished or cleaned at one point. Another indicator is the way their light reflects. When these things are brilliant and have their original luster, they have a cartwheel shine to them. Right, with the light, you'll see lines across that thing, and as you tilt it, those lines will change direction. And here it's like a sunbeam. Let's look at the detail here. There you go. See those lines? That also supports the idea that the coin is clean, but the coin's in great shape. Yeah. Coin's in beautiful shape. Look at that. This is better shape than the one I gave away this past week. Give me the shiny one. Here's one. Okay, watch this. Now that's what we're talking about for cartwheels. When you have the original luster, you see that line across that, and if I tilt that card, it spins. Whoa, it's gone. Come back. Same thing, front and back. And it's a cartwheel. And come back to the front. There you go. See the way that wheels around? But if it's cleaned, the surface is disturbed. So you don't have the same optical qualities, and it doesn't cartwheel. It shines. Oh, it'll be bright. It'll be a white coin. It doesn't bounce it off as a cartwheel. It can be reflective, but you lose that luster, that gem appeal of the The lines. LCS had 2 of them. Had to get both. I can't say I blame you, man. These are wonderful pieces. What's the surviving population on these? It's probably like 20,000. Seriously, not everybody can have one of these. So even cleaned, they're going to be okay with it. What matters on these, more than being cleaned, is the level of detail. It was not uncommon that people would keep these and put them in their pocket for a long time, and it would be their good luck charm. Something happened at work, they'd rub it with their thumb a couple of times. Hey, it'll bring me luck. All right, well, they also believed in witchcraft. Here you go. Look at this. You got the detail, right? You're getting into what's the sacrifice? A little bit of cleaning, whereas the detail is sharp. That's a good quality coin. I would call this AU clean, because that's it. You get a little bit of wear on the leg, the high points, the leg, maybe on the arm, not much. Nothing on the head. Let's look at the eagle breast in the back. This is every bit of AU 53, but it's been cleaned, so that'll hurt the value some. No matter. We're going to put that into the big show and give you credit for it. We could hold it here for a little while just to, talk you up. I mean, if you got a channel, we can talk you up and show this off for a couple of weeks, and then give it away and say it comes from Jeff W. Yeah, somebody's going to be proud to have that thing. Ken, you mentioned 2 weeks or so that I was getting a package. Do you know what that is about, sir? You mentioned 2 weeks or so. I'm going to have to check up on that, but we saw with the way this thing was crapping out earlier that now's not the time to load up pages to check. And that would be a personal business, and that'd be between me and you, and we'll get together on that. I know you just paid for one package, and you said put in the big show. So I would be very comfortable if you said also put in the big show, but if you said that in an email, because otherwise I think I might want to send it to you directly. Let's see. There was another thing, but I don't want to load that page right now. Yeah, there was another something there, because you had the invoice you paid, and there's something you paid like a week or so ago. We'll sort it out. Be okay. We'll send email. Thanks, you Hidden. I like Hidden. He doesn't think I do, but I tolerate him. I think he's on gas. That was weird. I got disconnected from chat. Then it said stream not available. It's early in the morning. That's when these companies do their upgrading, because you got the lowest volume. I hit something wrong here, and it killed the stream. And I got a red line right now. Let's try it again. I'm going to kill the stream again. There. Anything? Any change? It's still red line. Hidden says, I'm just the dumbest, flunkiest student. Dude, you saw all those trolls up there? They're going to be trolls tomorrow. They're going to be trolls next month. They're going to be losers next year. You at least have a chance. Those guys, forget it. They're done. They got nothing to look forward to. They're going to be miserable for the rest of their lives. You're not dumb, just obnoxious. No, he's welcome here. Everybody gets kind of carried away. I think Beth thinks I swear too much. I try not to swear so much when I'm on Beth's show, but I can't help myself. It's all too easy. It's part of who I am. You know, the scorpion is going across the river and the frog jumps on its back. I don't know what the hell the story was. And the scorpion stings it and says, I'm a scorpion. What do you expect? It was the other way around. So does Paula. Paula swears like a well digger. I can't believe the mouth on her. What is she saying this time? Right to her face, right to Beth's face. Gosh, poor thing. Got to put earplugs in or something. Ken, you should have a table at Fun. No, I'm not that big. I'm hoping to get bigger, though. I'm right on the edge. I make enough to pay my bills, right? Just. And that means I also have to eat pancakes once a week. Well, pancakes aren't too bad. It's the sacrifice I make so I don't have to drag my ass up at 4 or 5 in the morning and get up to this plant and breathe those obnoxious fumes. And oh God, good money, but I can't do that work anymore. But I'm on the edge. I'm getting to a size where I'm able to start growing. I've tried all sorts of different things, and some have worked and some have not performed. YouTube is not actually performing for me as far as, YouTube income. I make money selling coins, not making videos. Now this I'm going to load. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop doing what you're doing. Stop. Okay, analytics. Let me open that in a new window. Oh, that's why. Let me kill this. There. I can load this up. All right. I was hoping that, I could have some YouTube revenue coming in. And it's just not working. Scope. There's the screen. And we'll wait a week for this to load, and it may never load. Come on. Doo-doo-doo. So we got 1,600 subscribers. All right. Here's the watch time. You can tell if I'm on, if I'm doing a show or not doing a show by, the peaks and valleys here. But for the past couple of months, the income has been just dismal. I'm talking making 16 cents in a day. 16 cents? It disappeared right around the 4th of July. It just dropped to nothing. This number was around 35, but it dropped to freak-o. Where's the money? Okay, sometimes on a good day, I made $2.06, and that's the best I've made in 2.5 months, right? Video, I do a video, I make, let's see, here's Friday Night Madness 2 weeks ago. I made $1.37. Here's the big show last week. I made 58 cents on that video. The video revenue really isn't working for me. Here on the big show, I brought in $100, so I about broke even on that. I do more than that, I can make a little. Friday Night Madness, yeah, I did better. That's what's paying the bills right now. No problem at all. But $1.37 on the videos? Oh God, I'm dying. Now we can go back and look at this thing for the past year. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, this thing not performing. Here's this year. Wait for it to load. And I look at these statistics every week and I'm thinking, no, nothing, still. This is from January 1st to recent. Let me see if we can actually see any of this. Let me shift that over. Okay, that's probably about right. Stop. Oh, why don't you move? Click, drag. All right, that move me up here. That'll probably get it by. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Watch time. Well, the videos that I'm doing now are probably about the same length as the videos I was doing then. So watch time really isn't affected. That's kind of a straight line. Okay, how many views? How many views am I getting per month? Well, this is disturbing because that's pretty much a straight line. And I come over here and look at estimated revenue. That's a freaking straight line. Now you got to realize over here on the right side of these graphs, these two, I've got 1,600 plus subscribers. Over here on the left side of the graph, I had 500 subscribers. So if I've grown in subscribers by more than triple, I would expect some growth in the revenue graph or in the views graph. But these are flat lines. Yeah, they're up and down. They got some wiggle to them, but effectively they're statistically flat. So I'm not going to be making, $3,000 a month doing YouTube videos for a while, which is a darn shame because, boy, there's some good content there. Maybe one day it'll pick up. School gets back into session here in the next, week. Maybe things will get back in a normal cycle and things will pick up. But the past 2 months, if you look at that, they were just dismal, miserable. I think YouTube had a sale. They do that. They promote their product, and we're the product. Okay, so they put it on sale. They take a loss, but so do we. This one up here is view duration, and that's still all over the place. It kind of grows. I think this might be up a little from early on to what it's doing now. But this here, the revenue, I have triple the subscribers, but this is a flat line. What the heck is this? Okay, after all year, this is from January 1 to August 31st. I got two videos that are making money. One is a video I put up almost 2 years ago, and the other one's a couple months after that. And together, they're 20% of my income. The rest of my videos, okay, there's one at $5, 86 cents, 58 cents, 41 cents. This was, which was that one? Wheat farming, July 5. So 2 months later, I made 41 cents on that video. This is not an income. This is chump change. I might get paid next month. Well, it's a perk, but I can't rely on YouTube income as a staple or even a promise right now. There we go. Summer month, people outside, concerts, absolutely. I had to move the big show from daytime Sunday to evening because numbers were plummeting. We're bringing in $40, $50 for a big show, and that's not fair to the people who win the prize. But I take a loss at that level, just on shipping and holders. So we moved it to nights and it picked up. And it's working for me. We'll keep that one. It draws a lot of attention. You should really keep 10% from the big shows, Karen. You deserve the income for all the work you do. The past few months, it's about $100, right, is what I'm bringing in for a big show. $100. Sometimes, we did 200 a couple, 3 weeks ago. Pretty good show. And I probably made 10%. Those shows where I'm bringing in $50 and $60 of donations, I'm coming out of pocket for sure. But about $100 is what, I put a coin in, right? It goes in for $80. It probably cost me $60. And that $20 difference pays for the flips, pays for the shipping, pays for, the packaging materials, everything else that I put into it. Pays for the copper round. So about $100, it's even. At $200, by then, I'm starting to put, $20, $30 maybe in my pocket. Those $500 shows were real nice. But that one is for building the channel. That one builds the channel. It doesn't cost me a whole lot. Unless I get into these really big shipping packages. We've had some big ones, too. It gets the attention, and more than anything else, it's the right thing to do for the community because everybody gets involved in that. Do I want to do something right for the group, or do I want to bleed them dry for every penny I can get? I'll do that on Friday. And a lot more folks are using ad block as well. I admit I use it. It blocks harmful ads. Man, I'll have to get that. Right? When adpocalypse. Is that what? Okay. Is that what the... Yeah, right around the 1st of June. Crapped out. Now I can show you these figures. Let me go back over here. And let's look at the revenue here. We'll zoom in on the revenue stream. I mean, I'm doing $7 a week. $8 a week. And that works pretty good, but you can see, let me see if you can see that. Screen, here you go. This is this year. This year. This one right here, this is a fluke. One day I made $5.86. That happened once, never before, and never since. I think somebody clicked on an ad. You can see I've got some pretty decent times in here. A couple of bucks here, 2 1/4. Here's $2.08. I could break a couple of bucks. 205, 208. What's that one? 2 1/4. And then we got to June, right here. This is the start of June. That one was $1.71. We didn't see it again until the 18th. We saw one day there, one day up here. And between these 2 points, nothing. I mean, these are down to 15 cents. 15 cents. Never had 15 cents back here. The whole rest of the year, nothing. But here I got 15 cents. If they put in some sort of ad blocking software, that would explain it. Because it took a couple of weeks to build and then it just crapped. So I'm thinking, where'd the money go? Because I'm making, $17 for the month. I'm used to making $35 for the month. I'm hoping to get paid in 3 months. I'll be getting paid after 5. Oh, the frustration is kicking my ass more than anything else. I'd like to see $100 a month. Man, I'd be happy as a pig in shit if that happened. I wouldn't know what to think. Meanwhile, I know some people that are pulling in $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month making YouTube videos. No fooling. That leads to the bacon shortage. You block the ads, less bacon. We gotta get rid of that software. That's going to ruin society right there. People that are getting 100,000 views per video, the ones making good money. 10-second songs, for example, get over 5 million views. Why do you think I put up a dumb joke that took 8 seconds? Yeah. I do need to improve my blend, right? I do these streams, these regular shows, but I need to do more informational short clips and sensational. You can find this $2 million coin in your pocket. Go check your pants right now because it's in there. $2 million. Call today. And the people, dude, those trolls you saw, the trolls, they'll be saying, what? $2 million in my pocket right now? Dude, look, I got 2 of them. I got a bucket full of them. Yeah. Well, there's some sensationalism going on. Hard to get involved in talking about that because some of it's right. You can find these big coins, but they're few and far between. You got to balance expectations with possibility. Really, that's what you got to do. And some people get into the sensation without the balance. Well, that's the way they're going to do their show. But I don't want to put other shows down so much. That's not the hobby either. We promote the hobby here. And we would watch all those videos if you did that. I'm working on it. I'll probably put up some more of those dumb joke ones. Because I found a website that's got all kinds of dumb jokes on there. And you have to watch vids like yours to learn what you're looking at. Yeah, eventually I'll get there. My shows have, they've got longevity built into it. Because once the people learn a little bit and start to go out hunting for information on their own, eventually they're going to get here. And then they're mine. They're my property at that point. They become my charges. And we'll get there. Just go easy on the chubby girl jokes. I don't know anything about that. We'll focus. That last joke, yeah, that one didn't go over so well because I didn't explain that the woman went into the bar with a duck on her head. That would make it easier to understand. That kind of threw the punchline off, I think. Yeah. So we want to collect coins. We want to learn about coins. We want to learn why is this coin more valuable than that coin? Why? It's the same weight, right? Same weight, exactly the same. That's 0.9 silver. Okay. 0.9 silver. This is Canada, for Christ's sakes. Right? This is Australia. They're both Commonwealth realms. Same size and weight on that coin. Why is this one worth more or less? Well, I think part of it is because that's just the goddamn coolest thing you ever saw in your life. Look at that frickin' thing. Damn it, man. Oh, remember the kids watch. Look at that darn thing. All right. Yeah, kids are like, look, kids, you can get one of these and put this on your little brother. Ho, ho, ho. Get one of these from Santa. Yeah. Okay, I do tend to be a little salty. You can still learn. Everybody's got that uncle who's salty. I'm Uncle Salty. When I grew up, we had all kinds of uncles. There was Uncle Rocco. This is your Uncle Rocco. He's going to stay with us for a while. Okay, Ma. Kids are watching right now. Go to bed. They watch in the morning. And we'll start talking about adult things. Maybe they'll go Find something to do. Yeah. Well, that's what we got going on. Yeah, take care of your coins, take care of your slabs, keep them covered, keep them neat, right? If they're in hard case plastic containers, put them in another container to protect the hard cases, because once they get screwed up, you can't take a picture. And if you can't take a picture, you can't sell it for what it's worth. They will cost you money. You could actually go on eBay and hunt these coins down that are in substandard holders. And chances are pretty good that beneath that nasty holder is a freaking beautiful coin. You can go to shows and hunt these things down. There are people that go to shows and they set up like a yard sale, and it is volume that they're worried about. They're not checking for die varieties because they don't have the time, because they're going through 2, 3, 4,000 coins a week. Right? Husband does a show over here, wife does one over there. They got 2 days off on Tuesday and Wednesday. And the rest of the day, rest of the week, it's hump. And that's what they do. And these die varieties, they're big money, and we're just getting started in this whole field of die varieties. It's been around, but it's been a niche. It's just becoming mainstream. And you guys are on the cusp of that explosion of growth. And what's that mean? I mean, do you know what to look for, where to look for it, how to look for it, how to tell exactly what it is, decide if it's any worth a damn, pick it up for a song and sell it next month for $2 million. And you can do that now. Okay, let's get this out of here. Look at the size of this freaking thing. There are some things in the hobby that are just plain cool, right? This is one of them. Look at this. This is the biggest copper round in the world. That's an ounce. That's like a ton. This is a metric ton. This weighs more than Fat Bastard. Guy, Fat Bastard. Yeah. Then put that case in a case. And that case in a case. Yeah, this is good. A disposable plastic bag, I think, is plenty of protection for a coin. Otherwise, you have to encase the entire world. I almost dropped one of those on my bare toe. Oh, dude, you'd lose it. You would lose. The toenail would turn black and fall off in a week. You ever do that? Man, that's the weirdest thing. My fingernail is black, like my shirt, like a hole in the world. I think we work this YouTube community right. It's going to take on a life of its own. It already is. I don't know if you noticed that. It already is. I'm seeing other channels imitating things that work on other channels. It's happening now. It's taken on a life of its own. People are also coming up with their own fresh, new ideas. And it's working. They're taking what works on some channels, altering it, improving it, and carrying it along. What we had this past weekend was unheard of in the history of mankind. We have a hobby. We have new technology coming into the hobby. These cameras, this is new technology. And we're using it for personal advantage and for the advantage of other people who are involved. Because one day, we can later take advantage of them. Okay. But we're changing the way this hobby works, and we're just seeing just the edge, just the toenail, just the toenail edge of the potential this community has. Toenail edge? Maybe I could rephrase that to something makes sense. Look, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Let me get some coffee. I'll be back. Toenail. Ah. There we go. Oh. About 15 years ago, I said, I want to be retired when I'm 50. Last year I turned 50 and I stopped working for the man. My brother works for the man. He makes good money. His wife works for the man. She makes good money. And his light bill is $450 a month. He's got them TVs. They're this big, right? That big. Got the house. He's got to use a 20-foot step ladder to change a light bulb in his living room. He's got a few of them up there. What do they got? About 3,000 square feet. It's a nice house. They rent the furniture. They rent the TVs. They rent the cars. Everything's on payments, right? If he broke his leg tomorrow, they'd take everything they got because everything's on payments. Well, it's nice. It's new. It works. But I think that's where the land he's on is on payments. Everything. The Jeep. No, he got a new truck. She got a new car. She gets a new car every 2-3 years. I keep going over thinking, what happened to the white one? Well, we haven't had a white one in years. Okay. All right. It's comfortable. I don't care for the couch. Just not my style. I like the oversized, plush, comfortable suburb couches. They got this awful... Dude, it's just an awful goddamn couch, okay? Look, she's a nice girl, I'm sure, but she can't pick out furniture worth shit, and her cooking is so bad, I stopped at McDonald's on the way there. God. But she's a nice girl. But that couch is just ungodly. Over here, yeah, it could be not... Look, the housekeeper really did quit because her husband didn't want her being in this house alone, afraid that her 300 or 400 pounds would be too tempting. True story. So, yeah, I could use a cleanup. But, well, most of the lights work. The one on the porch blinks off sometimes. And that one out there, no, that one works now. Okay, the one in the kitchen on the left side, that stopped working for no reason. And this window has a crack in it, but it's working okay. And I got one bad step. I got to replace a board. But otherwise, it's paid for. My mortgage is $0. I pay $450 a year for property taxes. All right, the truck, both of them, paid for. I got no water bill because I got a well. I got no sewer bill. I'm on a well. I don't have property tax because, no, I don't have insurance because, dude, I had a bad experience with an insurance company many years ago and figured, look, I'm just throwing that money away. So there's no insurance on the property. If there was, it would be way too much or way too little. So there's no bill there. I got electric bill. Well, the walls, if you look at them in the daytime, you're going to see the walls here are that thick. This is an older mobile home, and they added on double, pretty much the whole length of it, except for 4 feet here where the stairs are. And they also wrapped it, so they put on, right, from the old wall, they put on the new wall. So I got foot-thick walls. My electric bill, cooling it, $78 this month. Where the hell was it? Here it is. Doo-doo-doo. Kilowatt hours this month, 453. Last year, 477. Well, a little better. What's the bill? That's my electric bill. Yep, there's 2 digits on each side of total due if I pay, like in 2 weeks. That's less than $70. I'm okay with that. Yeah, here's what it looks like for the year. Heating is the bear here. Okay, so I'm going to work on the heating because January, dude, that fucking sucked. It was cold January. Okay. I'll work on the heating aspect. Clearly, there's probably a problem with the heater. Cooling, it's not a problem. I got no bills. Really, $200, $300 a month takes care of the bills. A couple of hundred for, whores and blow. I mean, groceries and smokes. It's cheap as hell. I can live here. It's affordable. I can do what I'm doing and live acceptably. I'm not getting ahead right now, but I'm working on it, and things are generally improving. Learning neat words today. I make them up. You'll learn more tomorrow, and it'll be different words. Find a way to heat up all that copper. Should keep you warm. I thought I got some plans, some ideas that'll work. Some reactions. It could be done. Learning some neat words. We call it flavor. Flavorful words. A little salt, a little flavor. We got a nice casserole. You know what I'm talking about? Nudge, nudge. Yeah. But geez, I'm 51 years old now, and I haven't worked for the man in over a year. I've paid all my bills. I'm getting ahead this much. I'd like to get ahead a little further, right? And I'm working on that. Give it time. Put on some long johns, and you don't need the heat so bad. Yeah, I'll probably close off this section because I don't ever go in there. And I think the problem is that there's an issue with the duct work. I think the possums got in and ripped it apart, but I ain't been under there. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, but it holds the cool real nice. It's not holding the heat. It's because, well, the heat's not getting into the house. It's there. I think there's a split duct under there somewhere. But that light bill last January was pretty darn hefty. Ooh, what the hell happened there? Well, it was pretty gosh darn cold. It's January. It's the coldest month of the year. My birthday's in a few days, 53. I'm retired. Would you like to be retired? How would you like to not go to work anymore and you still pay the bills? Okay, you're not buying a new truck for a while, but the bills are paid. I think that's a pretty good trade-off. And that's what this hobby can do. If I took a job, yeah, I'd get ahead pretty quickly, but I wouldn't have as much time to devote to growing this enterprise, which I think is what I'd much rather do. Come on. I won $4 in the lottery today. Did you see that? Look at this. I got the Powerball number. Woohoo! It's like $4. I doubled my money. Okay. Well, I'm going to add a day show at some point, a little bit here and there, and that would be, if I'm right, probably enough to really just give me a surge, which I need terribly. I'm 42. We're still living month to month. Dude, that's no way to live. I've been there. Believe me. I've been there when I was 42. It's tough. You got nothing. End of the month, nothing. What do you got end of next month? Still nothing. It's all eaten up in rent. You work and you pay the rent, and at the end of the month, you got nothing. Oh, it's tough. I gave up long ago. I gave up everything, right? Shampoo, right? I kept the soap. Anything I didn't need, get rid of it. Get the booze out of there. Really wasn't spending any. I just like talking dirty, but I wasn't really spending any money on whores or blow or nothing. But I got rid of eating out. Yeah, there was a good steakhouse up the street. I really like to go there once a week. But it's just, it's $25 shot to hell for. It's a good steak. I mean, it's a big, good steak. All right, let's get that out of there. Instead of eating steak, I'll eat steak once a month. You should do that. Keep some dignity. But I can add on instead. How about pancakes once a week? All right. How about spaghetti and meat sauce instead of a steak? And go from a $6 meal to a $2 meal. And I'm eating pretty good. But I gave up all sorts of extra things. Get rid of the TV. Out of here. Bye-bye. Don't need it. I keep the internet so I can see stuff. But if it's a bill, it's out of here. A truck, paid off. Paid for. House, okay, well now I paid for this place. Not much you could do back then. But anything I didn't need, if I didn't need it to survive, I ain't paying for it. And then what I did got to pay for, instead of getting 5 pounds of sugar, I get 25 pounds of sugar. Right? It's going to be a little bit cheaper. And did that for, a year, and yeah, got ahead a little bit. And, if you can save $500, have that in the account at the end of the month. A lot of people, they sell, oh, look, we got 500, let's celebrate. That's what has to change right there, that. You have to give that part up. right? Because it's better to have the $500 so when the washing machine craps out or the truck suddenly needs a new transmission, you got it. You're not out of the woods yet. You got to get to a point where you got a month of bills in the bank. A month, right? Every bill you got for the month, make a list. And, well, until you have that in the bank, just eat oatmeal. Seriously. What'd you eat back in, when you were 21? All we ate was freaking macaroni and cheese every single day, or beer. Some days we didn't have macaroni and cheese because we spent money on beer. 500 is nothing. It's not a month's rent. You needed 3 months of income or expenses, whatever's higher, and trim off whatever debt you can. Knock it down. Start with your highest rates, go to your lowest rates. Pay them off in order. Don't get nothing you don't need. Recycle, reuse, whatever you got, make it last. And get yourself, 3 months ahead. Figure $5,000. You got $5,000, you're doing good. Now, if you can make an extra $50 a week doing the coin thing, you're at that $5,000 level in 2 years. Where were you 2 years ago? Don't you wish you'd started doing what you're doing now 2 years ago? Because that's all the difference. Now, what's it going to be like in 4 years? Now it's a down payment. And now you have improved your situation. And it's out there. You can do it. I know of all the people, I think you could do it the best and the fastest. More than anything else, it's a decision to stop living month to month, to make that sacrifice and give up everything you don't absolutely need. It's a bear. 2 big debts I have are college and medical. I'm sorry to hear that. Those are going to be bears. It's going to clean you out for a long time. I haven't paid a dime on either yet, and tell them when they call, I pay when I feel like it. Okay. Change your address. Tell them lose your number. I told him I got deployed. He's not here. He's overseas. He's in Korea, sitting on the DMZ, waiting to be blowed up. Yeah, call back later. And they stop calling. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a neat one. Tell him you've been deployed. Tell him you're somebody else and he's been deployed. Just start talking in Spanish. Me no habla. New number. Nuevo numero. Yeah, tell him it's a new number. Dude, I just got this number. Who are you? Go find the guy you're looking for. Yeah, they'll stop calling. Oh, that's not him anymore. He changed his number. And talk like a salty guy from... What do you want? What do you want? He ain't here. He's moved. Yeah, talk dirty to him. Man, I figure credit checks don't even look at college. They don't look at medical bills. College, maybe. It depends on what you're doing for income. If your income is substantial, yeah, they're going to include the college bills. But medical bills, when I had to look at credit checks for the apartments, we pass over that. Just skip it. Don't even include it. I want to see somebody who's paying his regular bills regular. That's all that was. You got a lot of debt? That's great for you. If you're paying them, that's the best thing. I want to see ones and very few twos. A 2 here and there, I understand. It's going to happen. It just catches up with that. But I want to see ones. You got 3, 4, 5, 6s on your report. I'm not going to get my rent. Fact. You pay it for 3 months, 4 months, and then there'll be a stack of pizza boxes out back, 6 cases of empty beer bottles, and I'm wondering where the hell the rent is. Then they move out, and they got $46 worth of change on the floor, and they're gone. Okay, good luck. I've seen people leave every single thing, but I said, look, you got to pay the rent. I got to, here's a piece of... I hanged a notice on the door. They still got, 10 days, and they see the notice, and they get in the car and drive away, and I never see them again. And they leave everything. They leave their clothes. Everything. And one guy, Dave, Dave, I'm here to take possession of the apartment. Okay, man. Because, I give him plenty of warning. Jesus, Dave, this is the process. I've laid it out for him. This is what's going to happen. And okay, 21 days, I come in and say, I'm here to take possession. Okay, man. He just walked out. Never saw him again. All his stuff right there. Well, it's a shame, but, hard luck happens to people. I've been there. I've been on the bottom. I don't want to go back there again. The fact that I can take a $20 investment and turn it into $25. Gives me a hell of an opportunity. And that I can do it repeatedly gives me a hell of an opportunity. It means I can restart from not very much at all. I can take a minimum, the place is paid off, as long as I hold on to the place by paying the taxes. I can always start up again, weather the storm. Our only monthly bills, other than rent and utilities, are internet, cell phone, Amazon Prime, and gym membership. Gym membership, bye-bye. Amazon Prime, bye-bye. Cell phone. Do you need it for the job? Maybe. Okay. But slash and burn. It's the only way. Then you look at the groceries and say, okay, we can substitute this meal with French toast. Okay. We can substitute that meal with pancakes. And on this day, it's going to be, bacon and eggs. And we can have extra bacon. Fill yourself up on them fried potatoes. That's the way it's got to be. But you've got the opportunity here. You can get ahead. And one day, you'll be sitting pretty. And we know this. We've seen what you've got for product. We've seen what you got for knowledge. You're going to get there. And it's just fighting the struggle. It's a good fight, though. But every single month, you're going to be doing a little bit better, a little bit easier. Keep that income segregated so you can put it right back into the bit. You make $50, you put it back into the enterprise. You make $100, you put it back into the enterprise. Too many people, hey, we made $50, and they go spend it on a steak dinner. Well, now you didn't make $50, you made a steak dinner. And after you're done eating, it's gone. Amazon Prime, we only keep for the free shipping. We got a decent amount from Amazon. Okay, well, stop buying anything from Amazon. You can save all that shipping. Go to the Goodwill, see what the hell they got. You get a slash every single thing. Nothing. You can eat, and eat cheap. Get your bills down. Take out the light bulbs if you have to. I've done that. Just take out the light bulbs, and you can slash your bills, and you get to a minimum standard is what you get. Our bubble mailers from Amazon. Okay, I'm going to give you the link. I've got it here somewhere. I'll get that to you tomorrow because I'm about to hit the sack. I'll get you the link of where I get my mailers. I'm paying $27 for 250 of them. You've seen them. That's them. And they're pretty good. There are cheaper ways to do it, but it's a hassle. You can get craft envelopes. They'll cost you 3 cents a piece, and you got to tape the hell out of them. And then you got to pad the coin with whatever you got. So there are cheaper alternatives. These are pro though. This is a good sharp look. So, do you make the sacrifice? You might keep these. That may be worth the investment because it is a professional appearance. And more than anything else, it's what you want to get across to the people. 50 of them for $7. That's 14 cents. Is that right? Okay, there's a little bit of room, just volume versus savings. There's a little bit of savings. $7 ain't too bad to spend. That'll get you by for probably a month. Yeah. I don't pay anything for shipping supplies. Post office delivers for free. Yeah, you can get that if you can get to priority mail, right? So if you can build a bigger package, you step into this level where, yeah, you just have the post office pay for your mailers. And that's also effective. But if you're charging $3.50 for shipping, which I suspect you will, this is a good quality product. This will get you by. This is what the customer will expect, and it's a pro job. So go pro, right? That's an investment. You save your money on, cheaper spaghetti. Instead of ground beef, you use ground turkey this week. Yeah, she got a great point. We ought to do a show on mailing supplies and shipping costs and how to calculate all that crap and line up, because we're getting more people who are doing sale shows and auction shows, and a lot of people shipping stuff back and forth. It's important. It's getting there. You don't like my handwritten cheap envelopes? Where'd Jeffy go? Jeff Watson, I have here a padded bubble mailer. No problem at all. It's shipped first class. Anything wrong with this? Now you can save a little bit if you have a printer, right, and shipping labels, right? You can save 10 cents on the shipping costs, and it'll save you an errand because you can stay home. The one thing you can do is get a larger envelope. You're going to find those will be versatility. It's versatility. These are 6 by 10. Oh man, these are so much better than those 6 by 9s. They fit so much more stuff. I love these. Look, it's hugging me. Yeah, I like those. I get the self-steal, but I still add tape to it. Yeah, start getting stuff in more higher volume so you can cut the bills down. Where the hell's this? I got some tape here. There. Yeah, I get the whole sleeve of tape because, dude, I go through this stuff like it's like candy. Right, get 250 envelopes at a time. It'll get me by for a month and a half. Get the shipping. I just got more shipping labels. Oh, there we go. And I get the full sheet. That does no good, huh? Look, here's my shipping label. How useless is this? There you go, full sheet. Split down the middle. Print one side, turn it over, put it in again, print the other side. I don't know what the hell they cost, but the price is right. I think it's around 10 bucks for 200. So a nickel. That's what they cost when I was a kid, a nickel. And I'm thinking of doing a video on all the behind the scenes stuff for us to do auctions. So folks see that it takes all week. You kidding? If I don't have it in place 2 days ahead of time, it ain't getting sold. I might have an idea what I want to do, but if it's not lined up, forget it. Here we go. Here is the listings form. We gotta fold that. Let me just move the camera. How about that? Okay. Date is 8/31. All right. And that's actually the title of the document. I didn't add that. Okay. This week's perk is a 1973 S Lincoln Cent. You could have a $25 minimum. Pay the invoice within 2 days. I got the lot number, right? What it is. This is the item. There it is. If I have multiples, I leave it blank. This is the starting price of the bin, right? Goes on down. They did pretty good on me this week. And over here I have the final price, who's got it, and what the invoice number is. There you go. So I'm able to track that all the way from start to finish. And if I need to, page 2 works great. The same darn thing. There you go. Stuff. There's the wheats that have been spoken for. 1,000 wheats more, and I ordered them. They're already on the way. I don't have an invoice to pay yet. Oh, you bought something. You got, what'd you get? You had a Statue of Liberty. You got memorials? I thought that worked well. Okay, I'm working on it. There's, several people have invoices. I've got some out. I'm working on it. Bear with me. I got your stuff. And I have an envelope to put in. That book. Oh, man. That was the end of me, I tell you. It doesn't fit in anything. Our sales sheet is almost identical. It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's the same sort of information. It's the information. Doesn't matter the process you go through. You still need the basic information. Can't pay in 2 days. I don't get a bill. I'll handle you. I promise. It'll be there. If you don't pay, it's going to be there. Don't worry about a thing. I got you covered. I got you 9. No, you're 6. Whatever it is, I got it. Need me to mail you one of the game here. I found a mailer that will fit that book. This is that mailer. Here we go. It is 13.75 by 18. That's the biggest mailer they freaking got. And it is going to fit that book. It's a good book. You'll like it. Yeah. Yeah, they got a game box mailer up on the wall. I said, this will fit. Can I have this box? No, that's our display box. Well, do you have any? No, we don't have any. Well, then why do you have a goddamn display box? This is the post office. They do whatever the hell they want. Good luck to them. I just pay their bill. But I got that. I got what I need to get this out. It's been dragging, but we are able to put everything together at least. Oh, and 1,000 wheats. Yep, and an Ike. And some flips. And some boxes. And that 1941. And we're good. 7 watching. Gosh, I've been out for 3 hours. Get the coffee. It is 5:38 in the morning. I'm starting to wear thin, folks. Yeah. I went and had a talk with Lemon one night. Same as this. We just went on all night. And, well, he seemed to like the idea. And I see him picking up a show not too long afterwards. And he's been gung-ho ever since. I like to think I had something to do with that, but that's all him. But still, I like to think I had something to do with it. I'm proud of him. I think he's doing great. I think he's on right now. I'm competing with Lemon right now. That's all right. We'll be okay. Who's on? What's this say? Nothing. No. Okay. I'm going to smoke this and see if you guys have any more questions or comments. I'm sure you have influenced a number of shows. Well, good. I see people that want to sell wheats, and they say to me, is it okay if I sell wheats? You don't need my permission. You can sell whatever you like. Wheats are popular. He said, can I help you? Go ahead. Go for it. I do one thing and I see other people imitate it. It kind of makes me think I'm on the right track. I'm not ready yet. I want to be able to give accurate information to my channels, giving bad information. Too many channels giving bad information. There is that. Is it information that they want most? Because I find more than anything else, these folks want support. They want to know that they're doing the right darn thing for the right darn reason. And they're doing good at what they're doing. I always find this with my guys, right? I mean, they can do anything, but they need to be told not to do it, but that they can do it. More than anything else, that makes the difference. Don't say, pick up that hammer and get to work. You say, you can do this. They pick up the hammer on their own. And the work, just the attempt, gets it accomplished. Coaching 101. Yeah. Boots management, you can call it. But that's sometimes all they need. They get frustrated, they get tired, they get hungry, they get wore out. Dude, you're doing a great job. And it's oftentimes enough to get them by to the next break so they can get pumped up on sugar again. And they'll be right back at it a half an hour later. I wish I could get flips the same price as 2x2s instead of double the price. $8 for 100 is the lowest price I've seen. I got $8 a 100. Now, I've got $8. If you get 300, I've got $8 for 100, and I give away the boxes at cost, which is $1.50. And that's a 2x2x2x9 box, but it's $7.50 shipping for the darn things. Well, it's working for me. But you got to get the unplasticized flips. $8 a 100 is a pretty good price. You got to find. I make enough on that to cover my flip use, and I like that. Hey, I got no problem. Free flips for me. I'm sure I screw up enough on info sometimes. That's why I tell everyone I'm a no-win expert. Have them look it up. Give them a source to get confirmation or more information, or better or different. You know, they'll look up their own stuff if they know where. I'd send them to Wexler, send them to Coppercoin, send them to Variety Vista, send them to the Red Book. Give them another answer besides just what you're saying. Here it is. Don't just say, yep, it's a double die. You say, yep, it's a double die, and here's Wexler's site about that particular one. Give them a link. Give them a way to follow up. And those who follow up, they're going to learn. I wish I could see through a loop better. I wish I could see through my glasses better. I have to do everything with a scope. There are larger loops out there. There's 40 millimeters. They're a little more expensive, you know. You'll spend double digits on them, but there are bigger loops. The camera technology, give it another year, and then you're going to see, you know, better, more powerful, more clear cameras. They'll start getting into the optics rather than the data card chip thingy that breeds. Well, anyway, they're working on that too, I'm sure. Wait for it. We've gone so far with this technology, and now, dude, I can take a picture of this coin right here, right now, and they can be looking at it in real time around the world, and I could say it's for sale for $25, and they can pay me right now. I can print up a ticket, stuff it in an envelope, and put it in my mailbox, and they get it in 3 days. Of course, this one's not for sale because Jeff W. sent that in for the big show. But how would you like to win that on the big show? You can do that. I love these things. This is the coolest coin of all time. Huh? Or I could do like a what's it? A slow motion video thing. Have the thing walk across the screen. Can I do that in clay? I'll have to work on that. The clay spider show. I wish the arm of my scope was twice as tall. Then I could fit a full $50 on screen with it. Yeah, but you can't focus on anymore. Okay. What do you do? If you have you got a drill press? Because you could probably make an arm, right, and use this piece as a guide, right? You'd have to drill something that'll fit that camera. Once you have that drilled, and it's easy, just imitate this. There you go. A split arm, 2 claws. Here on the side, you got a nut and a bolt. Increases the tension, tighten it up, and these claws come together. So it doesn't have to be a perfect measurement. Just a board, split the darn thing so it's flexible enough to work. Now you get a board, and what? All you need is a clamp, a C clamp, and you can play with that thing. But depending on how handy you are, you can make something that'd be a little more easy to work with. You can clamp it to a post, right? Piece of PVC pipe, and slide the pipe up and down. But after you get above, a foot, what do you got here? I got a foot to that dinner plate there. This is that dinner plate. Come on. Crap all over this desk. There we go. We got a foot here. Let's see what it looks like. Scope. The focus is still set for a few inches. Infinite focus is a few inches away on that. There you go. That's what I have at 9 inches away. It just doesn't work. And that's max zoom or max focus. I got to come into this depth. And still, I don't quite have the level of detail I like to see. It's pretty good. Let's see. It's also upside down. Now, let's try it this way. There it is. There's her face on that thing. And I've got a distance of finger to thumb, 4 inches. Well, I can get that in the holder here. That's meant for close-up work. darn things. Give it time. Camera technology is coming. Where are we going to be in a year or two? Jeff W., I wish you could see through a loop. Okay, I wish the arm. I have the same scope as you. Okay, here's a hint. That thing comes off. Okay, when it's on, it scatters a light. Where the hell are you? On. Give me the mouse. Okay, when it's on, it scatters a light, and it gives you a good quality photo. And you can zoom in. There you go. Good detail, works out great. But if I want to get way in, I mean as close as possible, I need just this much extra room. I take that off. I get tight. Get that in here. And let's go in close. Where's the focus? Come on. Let's find the date. And it is at the limit of this camera's ability. But I gained that extra 1/8 of an inch. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Okay. Is that an N? It's a letter N on my 9. Okay, there's the difference. And now I'm at moving the arm up here. Changing that angle is changing the focus, but that's the distance that I was able to get closer. If you can see the distance to that. I need something light under there. There you go. The height of the lens cover, I had to get closer. So take that off and you can get that extra bit closer. And you can get a little more resolution out of that. No, that looks regular. How's the Liberty look? Let's look at that. So that's just a technique to get just one little bit more. Okay. Yep, I've done that. There you go. Now you can take the darn thing off and look at your coin this way. You know, boy, this way is really hard when you put it on the coin. That one's really hard. That's a $2 million coin. I'll find it in my pocket change. No fooling. It has a W on the 9. Let me straighten that out. It's a decent little camera for its cost. I paid, I don't know, $37 a year and a half ago. And yeah, it's paid for itself, which is great. Over time, it gets warm and it starts to lose some of the resolution. Where'd the 9 go? I'll find my N again. I think I might be about as good as I'm going to get. There it is. Look, there's an N on my 9. Is that an N? No, that's not an N. But it looks like an N. Get off the crack. Okay, time to go to bed. All right. Yeah, I have to go to bed at the same time as Paula, so Paula can get up and say, "Are you going live?" And I say, "Why, yes." I was just about to, by coincidence. Yep, you have a good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite and all that stuff. Looking at edge details with it is a nightmare. Boy, isn't it? Well, you got, if you're looking at the edge, I mean, you got an ever-changing distance from the point of focus. Oh, God. How do you do it? Well, just do the best you can with what you got. But, yeah, the edge is a lot of detail to be found on there. A lot of people don't know the difference between a lettered edge and a reeded edge. Yeah, we can move that out again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, come on. There it is. Yeah, it's a decent camera. You couldn't do this, 2, 3, 4 years ago. Could not do it. Unless you had, multi-million, well, not multi-million, multi-hundred or $1,000 equipment. Now it's the hands of everybody. And give it a couple years and see what more we can do. With foreign coins especially, you need to really watch the reed edges. Yeah, I missed that today. I did not do that on these coins that Brian sent. I'm not going to go back through them. Whoever gets them, they're going to have to know their own stuff. But this is a neat hobby in that you can take an extra 20 or 40 or 50 or $100 and invest that and buy some coins or one coin or several and flip it in a very short time and get a return on your investment in a week or two. I bought stuff on Saturday. It's been delivered on Wednesday. I had it sold on Thursday and bought something else on Friday. And I've got 25% gain on what I spent the week, 5 days before. Yeah, I've done that. That's what I like to do. I like to flip the darn things. Get them in, get them out. After that, it's just a matter of finding the good quality. There we go. You can do that? Yes. So if you want to make $500 a week, you'd only need $2,000 in product? Yes, that's right. That's why that $50 or $100 a week means so much, because you don't need piles of cash. You need a table. You need a 4-foot table, maybe a shelf or two, and know what to look for, and you can do it. Have you ever used your scope at max zoom on currency? No, I never have currency. You see some crazy stuff. No, I use an ATM card. Do I have currency? I went to the store today. Oh, here it is. Where's George? What do we got? Oh, look. What are we looking for? I swear to Christ, that's the devil in there. Oh, we're going to look at this. I'm going to do this. The Eye of Sauron. Are there words in here? If you stare long enough, you'll see it. It's a cactus. All right, where's the eagle? Dude. Wow, I should have had this when I was like in college. Dude. Now, there's some meaning behind everything on here. I don't know what it is, but there it is. Spirograph. You can clearly read the security strips on it as well. Does a dollar have a security strip? I don't know. I'm afraid that's the biggest one I have. Have I got a 5? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have $7. But I have no debt. I'm worth $7. That's more than a lot of people can say. Only the hundreds. I think they got them down to 10s at least, probably 5s. I can see them not putting them in the 1s because they're kind of pricey. If it's going to cost you 50 cents to make the dollar, it's not so good a thing. What do you think? The penny's in trouble. Okay, we'll put that penny back here. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to fail. I'm starting to go down. I'm shutting down. I'm dropping out. I think we'll call it. 8 people watching. At this time of day, right around 6 o'clock, the numbers start to climb. It's kind of neat. You go all night, and then during the next day, people show up to get ready for work and stuff. They still use a counterfeit pen. Good enough. Start marking up my cash. Quit it. Yeah, I'm going to call it good tonight, guys. I'm going down. Time for me to hit the sack. We'll catch you another day. I hope you liked all this stuff. We have the big show tonight. And for those of you with invoices, I have a few more to complete, and I'll be getting you out directly. No problem at all. Thanks a lot, guys. You stay groovy.